All the way from Japan to China, across the world to Croatia, now back to the mainland. Here in China, it is time for FIBA 3x3 World Tour Shanghai 2026. Dirk here to call all the action that you're going to be seeing here today. I want to give a massive thank you to everybody out there on YouTube tuning in, as well as everybody live and in attendance here in Shanghai for what is going to be a memorable tournament. We saw Liman take it in Japan, UB take it in Chengdu, and Miami took it in Croatia. The question is, who will reign supreme here in Shanghai? Will it be Liman again, or will we be crowning a new champion? Here's your weather forecast. What you see for today. We don't have to really worry about too much because we are inside with a roof, but it is a sunny and hot, and yes, a very hot day over here in Shanghai. The winds have been keeping us sane and keeping us cool over here so far. Again, what is going to be a great game. Our first action is going to take us over into Pool D, where it'll be Bonn that's going to be taking on Singapore as well. Of course, if you've maybe never tuned into FIBA 3x3 before, it's a little bit different from actual basketball. Here's a video to give you the deep dive.
Yo, what's good? My name is Kyle Montgomery, aka the voice of 3x3. And if for some reason you still don't know the rules of 3x3, it is time to tap in. Class is officially in session. So on our half court, you've got two teams of 3 players with 1 additional substitute on the bench. Yo, what's up, sub? Can I check in? In 3x3, even the ball is different. This is the official Wilson right here. Trust me, it's groovy, baby. This game is pedal to the metal. 10-minute game clocks, just 12-second shot clocks, and a first to 21 scoring format for the win. If a team doesn't score 21 points, all they have to do is outscore their opponent within 10 minutes. And you know we keep it street. In this game, we score by 1s and 2s. Anything inside the arc is worth 1. Anything outside of the arc is worth 2. Still got it. And this game is all gas, no brakes. Literally, after the opening check ball, play is continuous. Make or miss, offense turns to defense, just like that. This 10-minute sprint is just getting started. We'll see you at the top.
Thank you, Mr. Rickham, for giving us all the breakdowns of the rules as you saw it in there. No 3-point shots. Everything is 1 and 2s. The street way that a lot of us have grown up playing in the game of basketball. Biggest mix, of course, is the 12-second shot clock. Let's go ahead and take a look at what we're going to be seeing here on the schedule to kick things off in this World Tour, as well as some of the winners that we've seen here so far. Lots of action to come at you from all around the world, going all the way into the depths of December, where the World Tour final will take place in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. It'll be interesting to see who ends up taking that. Lots of more stops coming over here towards Asia, and then, of course, as well, back over in towards Europe. The two teams that we're seeing facing off at the very beginning, this is the debut for Singapore that's going to be coming in the World Tour here so far. Basketball, Zipplay, and Zadar, where they ended up placing 10th. And you know they're going to be hoping for a better finish than that as well. You can see the crowd starting to really fill out here in Shanghai as well. So we actually have Kyle's video playing in-house to give everybody the breakdown of what they're going to be seeing here from the World Tour. Here you can see the teams that are going to be taking place here in Shanghai. Liman, Skyliners, Antwerp, Shanghai, Basketball, and Ulaanbaatar, MMC Energy. Everywhere around the world, very well represented. But wait, there is more. Our second set, Hangzhou, Jingwei, DeQing, and then Zvezda, SansarM Bank, Kaunas, and Singapore. Of course, lots of representation here in China, as well as Serbia, who have been climbing the ranks in FIBA 3x3 as time continues to roll on. Saw some great shootouts, too. Hopefully that hot shooting from the shootout ends up carrying over to some of these games that we are going to end up seeing here today as well, because you know it's going to get the crowd all typed up. And, of course, everything here brought to you by YM Club. And you can see a dive into the pools. Liman, DeQing, Zvezda as Pool A, Skyliners, Hangzhou, Jingwei, SansarM Bank in Pool B. Pool C, Antwerp, Ulaanbaatar, and Kaunas in Pool C. And in Pool D, Shanghai, Basketball, and Singapore. That is where our first action is going to be taking place. China versus Germany to kick everything off. Team's very close when it comes to the World Tour standings. And of course, the team ranking basketballs is up there. But of course, with Singapore not even competing in the World Tour rankings, they are at 26. In terms of teams that they've played here, they have faced off against basketballs one time. That was in Manila in 2026 in a quarterfinal where they did end up losing. So, you know, they want to come out for a little bit of revenge there as well, with that one being fairly recent. They've also played Liman and Kaunas as well. Pool A defeat over there in Manila and Xi'an in the qualifying draw. And this is our first game as the players get ready for their walkouts. Basketballs versus Singapore. There's a four-man squad for basketball. Sidi Beckman, Agiman, Giesmann, and Jovanovic rounds out the team for Germany. As we welcome the team from Singapore. There you can see the roster for Team Singapore. Things getting underway here shortly, as we will get the coin toss to go through. Agiman and Emil, the ones here for the coin toss. As the players dap it up, and we are all set to go here. Game number one, this will be in Pool D. Lots of rapid action coming at you throughout the entirety of today. 5 hours of FIBA 3x3. Does not get much better than that. We did see Giesmann in the shootout competition. Maybe not the best showing for him. Maybe he could try to improve on that when the actual games do begin. Just went 1 for 10 on the shots that he had. Size advantage definitely in favor of basketball here in this one. We'll see if that plays a factor throughout the entirety of this. Again, we go to 21 ones and twos. We want to get to 21 by any means necessary. If we do go to overtime, if the time does expire and the game is tied, it'll be the first to score 2 points by any way possible. It could be free throws, could be a two. You never know what it may be. Nice camera work, realizing where that's at. As the teams will huddle up, the energy electric here in Shanghai. A phenomenal backdrop, a phenomenal venue. Again, what looks to kick off a memorable event here in Shanghai for our fourth stop in the World Tour. Of Austria coming up next, that'll be in June. Then it'll hit the Netherlands and Mongolia. That'll cap everything out for June as well. Singapore, we'll start with the ball. It's with Zahid. And it's going to be immediately stolen away there by Agiman of basketball. A little bit of a crazy pass. Here's Giesman, want to go one-on-one, hand to the face, and that one's going to hit hard off the backboard. It's going to roll out. See who they give it for. It's argument claiming it was the last touch by Ching from Singapore, but it will be Singapore's ball. Checking it back up. Agimon with the suffocating defense. Ching trying to escape and finally does. Hook shot, shut out Kareem. And what a way to kick off the scoring here. Ching with a little nod to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar as they try to go in the post. They lose the ball. And Ching trying to make it back-to-back scores, can't. They try to save it. It is going to be out. As we will see Jovanovic check into the game for the first time. Beautiful hook shot to get the score going. More of that needed. Ball will be swung over there to Agimon. They go to the inside. Jovanovic suffocated by two. Ball's going to be stripped away, able to get it back. Giesman from downtown for two. And the shot clock goes off. Did not hit the rim. Great play here so far from Singapore. A good double team down low. Able to disrupt the possession entirely. And approaching 1 minute gone. Just 1 point here so far. And that one's going to be swatted out of bounds. Ching trying to be more aggressive. All the shots going to him here so far early for Singapore. Duan Yang with the ball. Will take the two and will knock it down as well. 3-0 start for Singapore. What will the response be? And there's going to be a foul in the play as it did go out to C.D. Bacom. Here you can see with confidence, couple steps behind the line, and nothing but nylon. They look to go in the post to utilize that size advantage. Agimon wants to go one-on-one, gets fouled, and gets the hoop, and it'll count. Not much you can do there. Strength on his side. Decided to take matters into his own hands. You play too close. Wraps it around. And a nice little scoop to go along with it. One free throw here to come for Denzel Agimon. And the free throw is good. Looks like a lane violation was called there for a moment too, as we get things checked back up. Coming around the screen is Ching. Ching looking to be aggressive again. Couple steps back, a two to go along with it, and knocks it down again. 2 twos here for Ching in this one. They try to go to Jovanovic down low. Agimon with the kick out. Giesman won't take it. Euro steps through and gets the bucket. Giesman down to Jovanovic. Trying to bully his way on the inside. Misses the shot, gets his own rebound. That one looked like a block, but it's going to be whistled a foul. Milos Jovanovic steps to the line. World ranking number 37 there for Jovanovic. And despite the 2-point barrage so far here for Singapore, basketball's already in the mix. Emil forced to give the ball up. They get it over to Ching. Shot clock winding down. Got to get something up and does with the left hand. And the shot clock violation is going to come through. Might have been appealing for a foul there, but had to try to make something work. And this is the step back from earlier. That's the new edition step back, as we like to call it. 5-4, Singapore up by 1. And they go on the inside, going to be pushed from behind. It'll be Agimon drawing the foul there as he tried to get the back down. 4 fouls now for Singapore, something to keep in mind, still with 8:02 to go. Bacom gets it to Agimon. They're able to find him there on the inside. Contact through it, able to get the rebound. Kicks it back out. They somehow lose it. Back on the other side, it's Singapore. That one clanks off the side of the rim, and the ball's going to be knocked out of play. If you want a physicality for our first game here in Shanghai, you got it. Ball will stay here with Germany. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Giesmann steps through, ball's up, doesn't hit rim, got to go up with it here soon. A foul's going to be called. It's going to be whistled on the floor. Make that 5 fouls now in Singapore. Getting close to that bonus territory if it gets over to 6. Been a little bit of a stalemate with the scoring here so far. We'll see if that can change. Giesmann gets over to Jovanovic. That one's going to be turned over. Tries to throw the ball off him and does. Good heads-up play to try to maintain the possession. Zahid will be the one to check it up. Duanyang. Well, they try to go on the inside. Good tip away, though, by Aguiman. They switch on the defense. They're going to hook him. And that one's going to be called on the floor, rightfully so. Got beat with the speed. No way to recover. Team trying to get around, hooks him. And then smart play, tries to throw up the shot, just not in time. Duanyang. They fake the screen to Zahid. Great defense coming out there from Jovanovic, but not enough. What a bucket from Duanyang. That puts him up by 2. Here you can see it. Singapore loving the hook shots here so far. That's the second one they've got to go through. How will basketballs respond? Screen set. Aguiman lose him for a moment. Here's Jovanovic. Drives down the baseline. They kick out one more time. Giesmann loses the ball. Who will it go to is the question. And it is going to stay with basketball until 1.2 here on the shot clock. Got to go up immediately. Aguiman will get it. Aguiman puts it up. No good there. It does hit the rim, but the ball is going to go to Singapore. So we have a nice timeout here in this one. Here's some of the work. Good pull-up, 2 coming out there from Zheyu Qing. Everybody getting their hand in the mix from behind the arc. Duanyang, this was just a pretty layup. There's not much you can really do. The defense was sensational. Of course, you can scan the QR code, stay up to date for the schedule, everything that you're going to be seeing here, not just in this World Tour, but all the World Tours that are going to be going down here in 2026. And most importantly, keep up to date with the standings of all these great teams that are participating. Emil with it. Great initial defense here so far from basketballs. Backdoor pass, not able to go through. And possession is going to flip. Ivanovic saying, look at me. He has Emil on him. Size difference. He's trying to get low, trying to draw something. Pulling his way in the paint. They throw it, able to tip it, and not going to be able to save it. With the double team dropping off that far side corner, maybe there's a pass in their future. That's what Jovanovic is calling out. Relatively low scoring. It's 6:47, just 6-4. Remember, we do go to 21. Aguiman comes off the screen. They fake it, trying to go in down low. The kick out. Aguiman for 2. If it goes, hits up the front of the rim. Ball will stay in play. Crowd staying on their toes. That one goes into the second row. Duan Yang with the hold-up play, back to the basket. And another foul called. This one on basket bonds. Duan Yang tries to go in down low, not able to get it. Emil gets bumped. Man, a good turnover there. Great aggression from Jovanovic to be able to force that one. Nice collision coming from the Singapore players. Here's Giesman. We saw him in the shootout earlier. This one off the front of the rim. Bodies hit the floor. Able to get back up, though, is Emil. Hard contact coming through. Ball's going to be knocked away. And Giesman going to be whistled there for whistle for the travel. Five fouls for Singapore, 2 for basketball. Duan Yang trying to be aggressive there, and Jovanovic steps it back for 2 again and knocks it down. Crispy is that one. How will basketball respond? Here is Giesman again, a miss. Jovanovic with the offensive rebound, using that muscle there on the inside, and it's going to pay off. Foul number 6 called on Singapore as Jovanovic will head to the line. Here's that previous play. The step back again has been magic for Shu Duan Yang. Jovanovic in the warm-ups practicing the free throws. Perfect here today. Another one. Able to knock this one down. 8-5. Singapore struggling to get it behind, and that's going to be a turnover. The aggression paying off here for basketball, and they force another one. Jovanovic with the big screen. Agiman drives, muscle, weight room, he says. Able to break on inside, and almost another turnover force as they continue to keep it within 2. Duan Yang, does he draw the foul in shooting motion? And he does. Crafty coming out from Shu Duan Yang. It's become a thing of the modern game. Anytime you feel the contact, just immediately go up with it and hope for something. 2 free throws coming their way. Chance to extend the lead even more, as the first one is good. Both free throws are good, too. Back with Germany. Giesman tries to go on the inside to Beckham. Not able to get it. Jovanovic with the ball. Only 3 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Got to get something to go here soon. The step back puts it up, and it's money! Massive shot from C.D. Beckham. And they try to take the foul. They don't get it. Back on the other side, Duan Yang gets it. Now things are picking up. This is what we love. A 2-hand slam. Then from Fabian Giesman. It's been more of a slow, methodical game. Opens up there for about 30 seconds. You see the spin work and the slam. Something you see in a video game there. As we are back underway, Zahid gets the ball to the left side. They try to utilize the screen. Here's Emil from way downtown. No good there. Agiman gets it. Over here. Jovanovic takes his time, takes the dribble, and can't get the shot to go. .445 still remaining past the halfway point here in our first game of Pool D. Zahid drives, trying to get some space. Nothing there here so far. They use the screen. That's going to be an offensive foul there on the moving screen. A little bit too much contact. Agumon fouled, and the shot goes, and it counted. What a made to wake a response. Agumon taking matters into his own hands again, bullying through two, takes the contact on the head and gets it to go off the glass. Make it 8 fouls. 2 shots coming his way because they are in the bonus. Does get the second one to go. It'll be Singapore's ball here. Tie ball game at 11-11. Singapore's led from the start of this one as another hook shot. That one's going to be an air ball. Agumon will bring it out. They go to Giesman here in the post. Nice little hot step and a slam to cap it all off again. A dunk machine is Fabian Giesman in this one. Score now stands at 12-11. Couple big time slams coming out there for number 4 of basketball. Zahid has it. The hold-up play once more. Here's Duan Yang, finds himself an opening, and that one smooth as butter with the right hand. Jovanovic able to get it out. Beckham, kick out. Giesman, open 2. Can't get this one to go either. Struggling to shoot it. Giesman able to get the steal. Jovanovic on the inside, waits it out, goes up with it. Ball was not cleared, so score sits at 12-12. Challenge is going to be here. Ball clearing challenge going to be coming to play. As you can take a look at the replays. Ball was knocked away. Player to look is at Giesman here on this one. He got his foot. The ball was behind there. 1 foot was on the line. The ball was behind, unless they rule it that it was touching. One of 4 challenges you can make. See what the referee decides. No more challenges the rest of the way for basketball. Unsuccessful. And we'll get a timeout to follow as well. What a first game this has been to open things up. Basketball's facing adversity majority of this game. But they continue to battle through and through. I think Singapore came out and maybe shocked some people with how good they played at the beginning as well. The physicality, next level here in game number 1. I think that's an understatement. There's no true way to define what you're seeing. But this is why we love FIBA 3x3. 3:44, 12-12. Remember, if the score does remain tied at the end of regulation, we'll go to overtime, and the first team to score 2 points will come away with the W. Back into the action we go. Singapore to start. And ball's going to be tipped. Relentless defense, even on the checkup. If you're tuning in for the first time, maybe you're wondering, hey, can't put that much pressure when you check it up when you're playing street ball. It's a lot different in FIBA 3x3. Not a lot of room to work with. They're able to get some space here, though. Here's Duan Yang. Again, another 2. This time's going to be a miss. He's been on fire so far here in this one. As they do get to Agumon. Down to the post. Jovanovic able to get to the cutting player. CD Beckham not able to get it to go, but Zahid able to come out there with the rebound for Singapore. Duan Yang being uber aggressive again. The floater over top of Jovanovic. Not able to get it. Couple misses. Rapid action. Ball's going to be knocked away. Stays here with Germany. They switch on the screen. Agumon trying to split between two. Gets the spin. And it's an offensive foul there. So make it number 5. Feet were set, arms were up. 5 fouls now for Baskets Bonn. This is the second stop of the World Tour for Basket Bonn. Finished 10th in Zadar as defense forces him to pick it up. And here comes the hook shot once more. Maybe the luck has run out there on that one. Duan Yang unsuccessful. And it will be Singapore keeping possession. It's been about a minute and a half since we've seen the last basket scored here in this one so far. Zahid, they go with the hold-up play once more with him. Across the screen, here comes Emil. Emil steps it back. Jovanovic is right there. Bodies hit the floor, and it is going to be a jump ball. And Basket Bonds will get it. .246 to go. Lots of stops in this one. They would have gone to post. Giesman threw some contact, 2 bodies on him, doesn't even matter. Ching for 2. That's an air ball. Basketball's with their first lead here in the game so far by 1. Agumon looks to try to make it some more, and he's going to draw the foul. It'll also be foul number 9 on Singapore. 2 free throws coming your way. Oh for 3 so far from the line. After this one, we have Ulaanbaatar taking on Kaunas VDU. And the free throw is good. See if Singapore has a response. Another foul call. That is going to be foul number 10.
Offensive. Singapore goes with a double penalty. And those free throws, and it was an offensive foul.
See if that plays any more of a factor with, especially how aggressive they've been playing. Here's Giesman on the inside, able to find a cutting Bacon inside, and a ferocious slam, the biggest one of the night.
On the head.
Had everyone oohing and awing there on that one. That'll be a free throw for the Tech. And Singapore not able to capitalize. Singapore with the ball. They run the wraparound there for Duan Yang again. He loses the ball, able to get control of it, drifts away, not able to get that to go. Jovanovic, rebound falls into his hands. Calls for Giesman to get it back out. They're trying to go into the low post. Nothing there here so far. Bacon drives, hooks. Jovanovic for 2. Can't get that one to drop. Zahid, no shot attempts here just yet. He's able to get the rebound, gets it to Emil. Emil with a head full of steam, up and over top of the glass, not able to get that one to go. Jovanovic looks to go into the low post. Pushes him into the dead zone, wrapped up all the way through, no foul called. Bully balling down low from Fabian Giesman. Once more. Emil, step back, won't take it. Got to find an option here, and it's stolen away. Basketball's looking to run away here with this one. The drop set, the spin, ball knocked out. And should stay here with basketball as well. 1:17 to go. You can see the drop step work, the beautiful block though, good timing. We have another timeout called here. Complete 180 for what we've seen from the beginning of this game here so far. Basketball's really starting to put a stamp in the final moments. They were down for more than half of this game. It looked like Singapore was just going to be holding on to a 4-point lead the whole time. And you can see the leading scorers here. Duan Yang with 9, Agiman with 6. Balanced scoring coming out here from basketballs for Singapore, just led by 2. See if any of these teams can hit that 21-point mark, or will the timer run out first? Traveling violation called there on Denzel Agiman. So Singapore will get a chance to try to cut into this lead. It's a 4-point game, 1:15. Duan Yang and Ching, the only scorers here so far for Singapore. Can they get some magic to happen here from behind the arc? Here is Ching. Can't get any separation. That ball's going to be knocked out. Giesman on the low block, double team. They get the cut on the inside. Here's Baekong. Oh, fights for some contact. Could have dunked it, just floated right above the rim. Ching back on the other side, has to bring it back out. Emil will get it. Ching tries to spot up, and they said they go on the inside. They'll happily give up the one. The game clock continues to wind down. Agiman throws the left arm, gets some space. That one's going to be off. Emil, rebound falls right into his lap. Singapore need a big response here. And who better than to go to Duan Yang. Gets it over to Ching, back to Duan Yang, steps back into the corner off 1 foot. Play will keep going despite the shot clock going off. Lose the ball there for a moment, and it's going to be Emil coming out with it. Here's Duan Yang going on the inside. Again, they'll happily give up the one. They got to start getting some twos. Giesman will hold. Never mind, he'll take the 2. And they will get the rebound there. Basketballs. What a way for them to bounce back here in this one. Down for so much of the game, but able to fight all the way through. Experience shows here for basketballs. And Singapore is still yet to be able to take down basketball in competition in 2026. They face them one other time in Manila in 2026. Final score, 17-14. Like we said, it'll be hard to top the physicality of what you just saw in this game compared to the next one that we're going to see. But basketballs utilizing their size to the best of their advantage there as well. But what a fight there from Singapore as well. And what a game it was. Balanced affair coming up from basketballs for Singapore. 2 players really leading the way throughout the course of it. That was Ching and Duan Yang, numbers 3 and 4 for Singapore. But ultimately, the size, just too much to try to keep up with. As basketballs in Pool D will strike first and go 1-0 to kick off the groups. As we mentioned, though, it is nonstop action here in Shanghai. We have our next game getting ready here shortly. It'll be Ulaanbaatar MMC Energy versus Kaunas BDU. And you can see in these highlights how effective they were on the interior. Saw some pretty dunks coming out, honestly, from everybody. The 2 starlights that you have to highlight are Baekong and Giesman with the work that they were doing there on the inside. It was emphatic every single time that they drove to the basket. As we can see the players lining up in the tunnel here for our next game as well. As we mentioned, Ulaanbaatar versus Kaunas That'll be the game coming at you next. This FIBA 3x3 World Tour Shanghai. As we mentioned, we go over to Pool C now. Ulaanbaatar MMC Energy versus Kaunas VDU. As the players get their intro. There's your roster for Ulaanbaatar MMC Energy. Action going down in Pool C. As Kaunas makes their way to the court. Coin toss underway. Deanna Jackson and Vladimir Veskovic here for this one. You see the world rank for Anand Arjunbold. Lots of top players in the FIBA 3x3 world here on display here in Shanghai, which tells you one thing: great hoops coming your way. Ulaanbaatar versus Kaunas. And it will be Ulaanbaatar starting off with the ball here in this one. Second game of the day. Arjunbold takes the two. First shot unsuccessful, but he's able to somehow get his own rebound. Enkbot, he'll take a two from the same spot, and that one looks like it was going to be tipped. Block going their way. Ivada spins there off the screen. Nice pass down low. Not able to get the layup to go, though. De Lucas with the miss, and right back on the other side. It's Arjunbold. Able to get the layup to go. They'll go with the hold-up play here. Ivada, the target man, comes off the screen, takes the two off the back iron. And the ball will stay alive and in play. Arjunbold. Oh, what a pass, what a dish, serving it up. Doesn't get much prettier than that, 2-0 start. See the aggression straight away here from Selka. The foul is going to be called. 1.9 there on the shot clock. First foul of the game. As Arjunbold splits right in between, like a gymnast out there. Yossi's, that one's going to be tossed away. As Ulaanbaatar look to build on this emphatic lead already. Screen hits hard. And Yossi's comes off limping after that one. Split even on the fouls at 1-1. As Ulaanbaatar. Engpat gets it there on the inside. Ulaanbaatar with the nice scoop. Off the backboard and in. 3-0 start. Doesn't get that much tougher to make a layup like that. And Lucas, the one to check it up. Yossi's back in the game. Yossi's trying to come off the screen. Now gets aggressive, attacks the slow Euro. And a great finish there with the right hand. Vasambu with the big screen, and it's Ulaanbaatar coming off of that to knock it down. 5-1 start now. They go on the inside. De Lucas able to finish deep into the dead zone. Ulaanbaatar again loses his handle this time, gets pushed, and he will draw the foul. And his second on Kaunas. Here you can see the pretty action here off the screen. Good screen, just left him behind. Ulaanbaatar able to get the 2 to go. Ulaanbaatar again, and offensive foul is going to be called. Foul starting to rack up now for both sides. Engpat will check into the game. Yossi's get some separation. The 2-point shot is up hard off the front of the rim, just short. Vasambu able to throw it out. They are able to keep the ball in play, but 5 seconds remaining here on the shot clock. They go down the inside. Great steal coming in from Vejvada. He wants to be aggressive here on the offensive side. Oh, what a Euro. Fakes it going up. Left him up in the air. Seemed like he was moving in slow motion. The Vasambu with the layup, the miss. Can he chase down his own rebound? He does, and they are able to save it. Ulaanbaatar, the deep shot. Does hit the rim. It stays alive. Can they get it? Oh, Yossi's crafty. Slaps it up to himself. Can he finish it off with a 2? Trying to get his own highlight reel. More misses continue to come in. Engpat, ball going to be thrown off the foot. Dives on the floor for it. And it is going to be an out-of-bounds call. Timeout called as the players want to talk things over. Hot scoring here in this one. And this was one of the prettier Euro steps you'll see. Fakes like he's going up with it. Maybe trying to flirt with the floater. Changed it up. Ulaanbaatar with a big time 2. Coming off that. The Vasambu screen. 6:58. Here to go in this one. Ulaanbaatar throws it low, not able to get it. The steal does come in though for Kaunas. This way Yossi's. Yossi's fights through, gets some space, tries the same move again. Not successful this time. Ulaanbaatar, again, big time screen set there by Vasambu. Just not able to get the pick and roll action to go here thus far. Yossi's does get some separation, but not after the foul. As it goes back to Ulaanbaatar. Ulaanbaatar checks back into the game. Ulaanbaatar able to escape. They'll work it through him. Ball's going to be tipped away. And thankfully for Ulaanbaatar, it is going to stay with them. We got 6 seconds on the shot clock. Got to make some magic happen quickly. Ball's checked up. Here it is. Ulaanbaatar steps around for the 2. Can't get it to go. Big time rebound there for FIBA. Kaunas looking to try to get back into this one. FIBA steps it back behind the 2-point line. A quick flick and a dream. Not able to get it to go there. Ulaanbaatar goes to the inside. Ulaanbaatar, great entry feed. That's a mailman delivery if I've ever seen one before. Shelka to Yossi's. Yossi's! Money from behind the arc there. That brings him back to within one. Able to save the ball from going out of play. And right back the other way. It's another steal for Ulaanbaatar. Ardiambo. Travel is going to be called. Trying to feel a slight momentum shift for Kaunas. And there's that Yossi's slick release. No rim needed there for that shot. Chance to tie or take the lead. They go back to Yossi's. Big screen hits, takes it, another two. Can't go back to back. They do get the offensive rebound. Into the paint they go. Yossi's this time with the quick flick, but no good there, just short. Great aggression now starting to pick up here in this one. Gavasambu able to kick it all the way out. Over to that far right corner, and the two goes up, and it's good. And it is going to be registered as a one there for Ulaanbaatar, but you'll take it anyway. Can get it. Yossi's takes the two. And that one comes up short. Look at the change here. Here's the shot. Just a toe on the line. A pretty one at that regardless. I think that's what they're maybe taking a look at. So the referee just wanted to go check, make sure everything was good to go, and there we go, it has been corrected. So 7-5. If you're just tuning in, we are live on the ground here in Shanghai, China for World Tour Shanghai 2026, our fourth stop of the World Tour, many more to come. Got the fan wall up in the arena too. Great crowd out here in Shanghai. The feed inside. Ardiambo able to get it down to Ulaanbaatar. Yossi's tries to feed into the low post. Then Lucas. And foul's going to be called there on the ground. Here you can see great work. Just floats it right into his pass. A little bit too far over, but good balance to be able to stay in bounds and finish that one off. Ulaanbaatar 5 fouls. Kaunas with 3. They go out. Lucas can't get the 2 to go. Ball's going to be fumbled around there for a moment and a push. A little too aggressive there for Yossi's. Foul number 4. So anybody's game as we are past the halfway point. 4:30 to go. Ardiambo, another 2. Unsuccessful. They try to go inside to Lucas, and they weren't able to get it to go. Oh, good spin move coming out there. Plays a little fakey, and that was going to be blocked on a second chance effort. And they want to go up again with the right hand. A silky finish there by Ulaanbaatar when it looks like he had nothing. Yossi's for 2. Can't respond. Long rebound going to be chased. Ball saved. And right back the other way they go. Slow Euro. Could have went up with it himself. Instead decided to pass it. Selka in the inside. Avasambu on the inside. They'll wrap him up. You can see the craziness of that possession. The second chance is tipped in, thrown out. It's been a great follow-up game to that game number 1 that we had. Thought maybe we couldn't top it. This one's giving it a run for its money. It was a great comeback by Basketbonds the last time. This one just as neck and neck. 9-6 is the score with 3:42 to go. Both teams at 5 fouls. Oh, great defense, good pressure. Just slipped up on a little bit there for Ulaanbaatar, so we'll go back over to Kaunas. A team from Lithuania against a team from Mongolia. And miscommunication going their back door. Thought that they had it. Not the turnovers you want going down the stretch. Ulaanbaatar will get it back. And good palm fake there. A veteran move from Davasambu. Yossi's lines it up, knocks it down once more. Davasambu with a kick out. Engpat gets him right back, and it's another score. Davasambu is starting to come alive offensively. Mostly used as a screen guy for so much of this game. Yossi tries to go back for back and does. Cash money 2 times from the same spot. 11-10. On the inside they go and almost got the block. Ever so close. There's Yossi's stepping into it. The defender almost got called the foul. This one a little sidestep into the 2. We'll see if they keep going to the hot hands. That is number 4 here for Lithuania. Yossi's again. Short off the right side of the rim. Ball's going to be knocked away. And Kaunas is going to be able to get it back again. They pull things to within 1, 12-11 on the inside. Back they go. Is Ulaanbaatar. Vivada down the baseline and just silky there with the finger roll. Action starting to pick up with 2:17 to go. Ulaanbaatar feeds it up there on the inside. They get the stop. Can they get the rebound? Ball's on the ground. Bodies flying. What's it going to be? It's going to be a jump ball. You can see the clean finish coming out there from Ulaanbaatar just moments ago as well. As we get a brief pause in the action. 13-12, 2:07 to go. Ulaanbaatar with 6 fouls, and there is a ball clear challenge that's coming into play, so we'll get to take a closer look at that. They're all fighting for the rebound off the missed shot, but you can see it's almost like Shelka from Kaunas was trying to let go of the ball to try to get a violation on Ulaanbaatar. And we'll see what the call is going to be here. They just keep trying to fish through some different angles maybe of what can look just a little bit better. They had control. There you can see the control coming out there from Kaunas. And it's a lost challenge, so no more challenges the rest of the way here in this one. First game in Pool C. 13-12. They go quick to Vivada. Oh, just too much speed. Can't keep up with him. Ulaanbaatar is going to be the one to bring it back out. Lose the ball there for a moment. And that ball's going to be slapped away. They try to keep it in play. Now it's going to be out of bounds. That is a great heads-up play from Shelka. Here's the play moments ago. Just once he gets that first burst of speed, not able to keep up with him. As 13-13 is the score. Player hits the floor, and now they go back in there. Can he recover, get to the play? He can. He almost gets the rebound. That ball's going to be knocked out of play. That was Davasambu, who hit the ground all the way over here by the commentary booth and somehow was able to get all the way back into the play. and disrupt things on the glass. Gotta love the hustle. Here's Yossi's for two. This time no good. Found his rhythm there for a moment, but that is since come and gone. That ball's going to be tipped away. Ulaanbaatar able to get back on the inside. Great offensive rebound by Ulaanbaatar. That ball's going to be tipped away. Here's Zvezda trying to get the versus speed again. Loses the handle there for a moment. Able to get it right back. Thought about the sidestep into the two. Here's the Lucas from the corner. And he comes up just a little bit too long there. And they'll give up the easy one there. Ulaanbaatar with a 2-point lead with 1:05 to go. Trying to utilize the muscle, the body. Back on the inside. Ulaanbaatar looking to put the finishing touches on this one. Able to find a big man there inside. Sambu turned up the scoring late here in this one. Still a 2-point game, and that ball is going to be thrown out of play. Frustration showing there for Yossi's. Still with 44 seconds left. Ulaanbaatar rewarding the big man, Sambu. Back on this side. Jesus Leliukas doing everything he can. But each time they've been getting blown by no help defense, having to go one-on-one. It's been an even kill game. See if a comeback is going to be possible. 2 points, you like to think it is. It will be Ulaanbaatar with the ball. Big screen hits. Able to get the switch right back. Sambu. Can he put the finishing touches here on this one? Back to the basket and gets it to go again. Got to start thinking potentially some twos here. Good float up and in. Leliukas. Suffocating defense. Forces to pick it up. Sambu with his back to the basket. Under 5 seconds remaining. Got to get a shot up. He'll take matters into his own hands. On the inside he goes. Can he get the finish? He cannot. It almost looked like it didn't hit rim there for a moment. It looks like we have another challenge, this time for out of bounds. So we've seen clear the ball challenge a couple times here so far today. Just trying to find the best angle possible to go with. The missed layup, and about as 50-50 as it can get there on the inside. And it does. Ooh, that is a close one. Really tough to tell. For Ulaanbaatar, this is their second stop in the World Tour. They took place in Chengdu, where they finished third. Trying to do better than that. Same thing for Kaunas. They have had their fair share of games in that same event. They finished ninth. It'll stay with Ulaanbaatar. Loss of the dribble there for Ulaanbaatar. Now it's going to be out of bounds. And possession does flip. 10 seconds remain. A 2 will send it to the overtime, you'd think. We'll see what Kaunas decides to go with. Shelka gets the ball. They're trying to find Yossi's. No separation. Screen comes in. Yossi's to tie it. Can't get it to go. Ball's going to be smacked around. Can they get out in time? They can't. A thriller here in our match number 2 in Pool C. Ulaanbaatar able to hold on 17-15. Yossi's had the most 2-point attempts in the entire game. Couldn't come up big there in that one for them. Ulaanbaatar gets the first victory here in Pool C. And Ulaanbaatar able to get some revenge here on Kaunas. That was one of their losses they had in Pool B in Chengdu. Now make it 1-1 all time so far here in 2026. As you check out the highlights, tells a perfect picture of how this game played out. Lots of pick and roll action, going back to the basics. At the same time, the two-point shooting got hot there for Yossis. He had a stretch that was hard to overcome, but he did his part. It was balanced all the way around. It was a sensational game. Again, that one was in Pool C. As we will turn our sights to our next game. That one is going to be in Pool B. So going reverse. D, C, now B. There's a reason Ulaanbaatar finished third in Chengdu. That was one of the prettier shots that we had. We thought it might have been a two. The ref came in, saw that his toe was on the line. But a lot of these finishes, especially when you're talking about the paint area, was clinical. No big slams here in this one. A couple players probably could have if they wanted to. Get so high above the rim that you just want to lay it in. I understand it. But nothing fires the crowd up more than a big two-hand. So you should have heard the electricity when Basketball's had that going on. But it got a little bit more lax when the game went on. They started going to the paint. That's when you started to see it being more efficient. Sometimes a little bit, I don't think lazy is the word when we're talking about going into the paint, but just not aware of the surroundings of where all those players are coming from. As we are getting ready for our Pool B game, Hangzhou Jingwei versus SansarM Bank. Vidovic bringing the energy coming out there at the tunnel. Our third game of the day. Hangzhou versus Sansar. Reskovic and Chandanin are referees here for this one, back-to-back games. Oh, people could hear it in the crowd after that dunk. You could hear how thunderous it was. World rank number 42 there for Goran Vidovic, a staple here in FIBA 3x3. Man to watch from Serbia, representing Hangzhou here in China. Also on the other side, Gang Kuyat, ranked number 129. He wore the number 5 here for Sansar. And the crowd backing the team from China here in Shanghai. first time these two teams are meeting against one another across any competition. SansarM actually making their debut here in 2026 for all FIBA 3x3 competition. Hangzhou with a plethora on their resume. Very experienced team against a not so, as they try to get a 2 to go to kick that one off. That's gone Solomon. As we have an early foul. That'll go on SansarM. They hit the post, and Sopika looks like he took a shot to the face. Doesn't matter. Vidovic able to get the score there, but they will call the play there for a moment. Claiming a poke to the eye. Medical team will attend to him. We'll take a breather to try to reset. We'll see if SansarM can get their first points here. Number 3. Outgone by R. Gets him started off with a 2. Vidovic on the inside. Highest ranked player here in this matchup between SansarM and Hangzhou. Good backdoor cut comes through. And SansarM starting to find their rhythm. Great pass by Gankuyag to Solomon. Sopika is back at the game. It's a great sight to see. Double poke to the eye is what he claims. You can see it, the redness in there too. We'll see if it affects anything here moving forward. Yu with the kick out. Borovikinin. Hobie found there's already 3 on SansarM, apologies. They do lead by 2. Boro over to Yu for 2. They try to chase it down. They do. Ball's going to be knocked out of play. And was able to tap it off the leg of Gankuyag. Hangzhou will remain with it. Vidovic to inbound over to Boro. And they try to go all the way down low. Sopika able to get the shove to try to find some space, but just overthrown. Got Solomon. Body on him, trying to get some separation. Not able to yet so far. Now he drives left hand! Signed, sealed, and delivered and sent away by Milo Sopika. Doesn't get much better than that. Off the side of the backboard and out. Got Solomon able to respond. No, misses the layup. Does hit the rim. Here comes the 2. Yu not able to get it. Trying to chase his own rebound. Is going to be shielded out. And a great heads-up play there by Boro. Able to get it. They find Sopika down low. Draws the contact and gets the foul. Milo Sopika with a chance to tie the game here. Great find. That went from Boro to Yu to Sopika on the inside. And the play there by Sopika. We sit at a tie game. 3-3 with 8:20 still to go. Gankuyag will take it off the dribble. Screen's going to be set. Ball's going to be lost. That's going to be out of play. And right back to Hangzhou we go. They were down 3-1. A chance to take their first lead here in this Pool B matchup. Boro burrows his way to the inside. That one's going to be off the side of the backboard. Easily retained there by SansarM. It goes up for two. Jot not able to get it to go. Boro able to get the rebound. He's going to be pinned in the corner. Reach around. There from Jot, not able to get anything as they try to find Supika there on the inside, but the double team came through. Vidovic, Yu, and Supika, the three out there currently for Hangzhou. Oh, good turnaround, Vidovic. Good scoop with the left hand. And that's a big screen set. Still going to stay in the play. They get the bodies to jump. That is Supika up in the air and a great finish there by Gankuyag. Yu will go back out to Vidovic. Supika off the dribble. Burst of speed with the right hand. A clinical finish from Milo Supika. On the other side, Gonsalman with a two. No better response than getting a two of your own. Back on the inside, they clear the ball and straight down the baseline goes Milo Supika. Everything now starting to pick up for offensive both sides. Gonsalman thinking about two, instead floats it up and can't get it to go. Great rebound there by Gankuyag and finishes right over top of Vidovic. Good screen set there by Yu. Vidovic inside. Great defense, though, coming out from Sansar as they continue to battle. 7-6, 1 point lead. Trying to build on it here more. The cut on the inside, and the layup is good. Otkan Bayar gets it. Yu for two. No response from him. And Vidovic will take a foul. And Boro will check in here for Hangzhou. Reminder, Sansar yet to participate here in 2026 at any of the World Tour Masters. Meanwhile, for Hangzhou, they have 8 under their belt. The Manila Challenger, the World Tour in Utsunomiya, the Hekin Challengers, the Dar World Tour, they have been making their rounds, but they find themselves down by 2. Back underway. Gonsalman, from a few steps over from his last make, gets his own offensive rebound. Down the baseline he goes. As bodies collide on the inside, Boro will come out there with the rebound. You will be the one to set the screen going right. Boro spins, fades off one leg. Oh, shout out to Dirk. The one-legged fall-away shot, ever so pretty. Gankuyag will get the kick out. The two-point shot is up. No good there. No foul's going to be called. Great offensive rebound. Jot with the miss. Gankuyag with the return to sender. Vidovic, Yu hits the floor. Sansar's back with it. Gonsalman wants it. He'll take it on the inside. Great pass on the feed. That's going to be a hoop and a harm. Chance for some extras there for Dongong Gankuyag. Great pick and roll action. Faked the two. Got him to bite up. And the feed there on the inside. Ten to 7 for Sansar with 5:31 to go. Representing the team from Mongolia, Gankuyag. Step to the line and shoot one. And gets that one to fall. Largest lead of the game now. Here for Sansar. They go all the way back out. Here's Boro. Thought about the step back. Great defense here. Gets the floater off the glass. Good offensive rebound there by Yu. China's very own. Jot over here on the right side will spin. Trying to back his way in. Yu right in front of him. Doesn't get much better than that through the spin cycle and the finish. 4-point lead continues. Boro, that looks like it's going to be a 1 if it does drop. Does he get his own offensive rebound? He's so close to it. Can't get it. Boom, but there's the block from behind. Yang says, take that with you. You puts it up, and that one's no good. Ball's going to be tipped around. Boro again. Somehow falls right to his lap, and he's able to get the 1 point shot to go. Just 4:30 to go. Shot clock continues to wind down. Gonsalman, whoa, with the left hand, that is pretty. A buttery finish there from Sansar's number 2. Here's you on the inside, creates some contact, no foul's going to be called. They continue to trade baskets. Backdoor cut, can't go through, it's going to be stolen away there by Vidovic. Comes off the screen. Vidovic out to you, and ball just going to be thrown a little bit too far out. Taking their time here with this offensive attack. Oh, the step back, Gangkuyag. Oh, gets his own offensive rebound. They can't get there in time. They're going to count the basket too. Slap off the backboard, force the miss. 14-10. A tough puzzle to crack here for Hangzhou as Sansar continue to roll. Scoring been pretty split. Everybody making the second chance effort. Gonsalman stealing the show here with his offense though for Sansar. Meanwhile for Hangzhou, just caught lacking here a little bit on some occasions. As you can see, everything flipping back and forth. 12-9 to 13-10 to 14. Vidovic, if there's a man to rely on, it's him. They feed it there on the inside as Supika lost his footing there for a moment, still able to get the finish. Plenty of time for Hangzhou to try to make something happen. Gonsalman turns the corner, loses his handle, and that's going to go back over to the team from China. Boro on the inside, and great switch there to the right hand. Kept the ball low, impossible to get to. They bring it to within 2 points. Back on the other side, here's Sansar. Oh, the one-legged fadeaway. Vuk with it. They go to Vidovic, and that one's going to be slapped out of play. We'll get a reset. Here you can see the play from Boro. Kept it low. They tried to swipe, get their hand in the cookie jar. They said no, no. The delay of game warning. As Vidovic turns the corner. Open is you for 2. And that one's going to be an air ball. Rebound did come in before the shot clock. Vidovic trying to body him on the inside. Size advantage in terms of the strength goes all the way over there to Gangkuyag. Here's you from 2 again, trying to chase his own rebound, can't get it. And here's Gonsalman. Thought he might try the 2 there. First his dribble out. And Vidovic gets whistled there for the foul. Sansar gets a reset with a 3-point lead. 2:30 to go. Coming down to the final moments. Oh, here's Gonsalman for 2 again. Short there on that one. Huge offensive rebound for Jot. And that one potentially thrown out of the way. Able to recover. And another foul be taken, this time by Yu. Got some fouls. Why not use them? As they try to go there on the inside. And can they get the basket to go? They cannot. That's great defense there from Vidovic. Gets the rebound too. That ball's going to be hit out of play. Tired legs out there for Hangzhou. But they will retain possession. Pass to the inside. Boro. Good hop, step in the bucket. Got Soman. Feeds it there on the inside. Deep, buried below the basket. 2 seconds remaining. The good fall away shot. There from Ulaanbaatar. They try to go on the inside. They're able to get it there to number 9, Supika. Not a whole lot of shots from behind the arc have been successful. The paint work has been sensational. That ball's going to be knocked away. Who's it going to be? And there's an out-of-bounds challenge called there by SansarM. It's a big challenge if things get overturned in just a 2-point game. Try to get the best angle possible. About 3 bodies down there you got to equate in this. Went up with the layup, missed it. And a tough call to make. And challenge is lost. Hangzhou will get the ball with 1:44 to go. In just a 2-point game. It's a Pool B matchup. There's a technical foul called on SansarM. Worst time to get a technical in such a close game. Supika will step to the line. He's able to knock down the free throw. That pulls it to within 1. Now we got ourselves into a completely different situation, one that should never have happened. But here we go. They go back to the inside. Supika, he's not going to be able to get it to go. Great defense here from SansarM. Gonsoman, 1-on-1 for the moment. Big screen's going to be set. Yu tries to get back in front, and it's not successful. Gonsoman able to knock it down right over top of him for 2. Just like that, we are back to a 3-point game after that pretty 2 from Gonsoman. Vidovic, they try to hunt for the 2. They're not able to get it. Bodies hit the floor going out of bounds. Jot, big screen set. Gonsoman trying to put the final touches here on this game. The silky dribbling, ball on the string, misses the layup, gets his own rebound. Shot clock does go off, but it is still going to be here with Hangzhou. Boro behind the 2-point line, and they're going to be whistled for a foul. Supika with the big screen. Boro for 2. That won't go. We're under 50 seconds remaining. Gonsoman wants it 1-on-1. Oh, Supika left in the dust for a moment. The layup goes up. No foul's going to be called. Vidovic able to get the rebound again, and he is going to step out of bounds. As you might expect, SansarM came to play. Again, this is our first action that we're seeing from SansarM so far here in 2026. Hangzhou qualified here from the Super League. It's the China Dragon 3x3 Super League in 2026. And SansarM Bank was a FIBA wild card for this event. And what a showing it is for the newcomers. Gonsoman, big screen, set here by Jot. Jot flares out. Jot for 2 to put the finishing touches. Nothing there. Still a chance for a comeback. but it's got to be something special. Vidovic with a massive 2. It's going to be called a 1. They're playing some keep away. Got to do something, but no hope is there. And then we'll finally go in for the foul. We found number 7 on Hangzhou. Gonsoman, the big reason that this team has had the success that they've had in this game, steps to the line, he'll shoot 2, misses the first. He misses, live ball. Makes it. And that one would have just been to bring it to within 1. But what a showing here from Sansar, the newcomers. Welcome to the World Tour, Sansar, here in Shanghai with a massive win to open up the group. They take down Hangzhou in pretty fashion. Final score is 19-16. Crowd support was heavy in favor of Hangzhou, as you might expect. Crowd rallied behind, but just weren't able to get the job done. Here you can see some of the highlights. They came out with a lot of energy. But of course, when you're playing as much as you do, yes, everybody's in great shape, but it takes a lot to be out there with continuous 3x3. At the beginning, it was a little bit of a back and forth, but once you saw Sansar take the lead, they just kept it that way for a majority of the game. It's been a sensational 3 games, but the action continues to roll on as well, but got to give the flowers to Gonsoman with the 2-point shooting that he had. That was one of the biggest difference makers, because on the other side for Hangzhou, they really didn't have a solidified 2-point shooting threat. All the work being done there on the inside. But as we mentioned, maybe some height going in favor of Hangzhou just a little bit, but I think in terms of the size of the muscle and the aggression there on the inside, the big men on Sansar had the advantage. Yot and Gankuyag, big screens, big plays there on the interior. Hard for them to overcome. Our next game is coming up in Pool A. DeQing versus Zvezda. And here are the intros to welcome them to the stage here at the FIBA World Tour 3x3 Shanghai. Got the coin toss going down between DeQing and Crvena Zvezda, the team from Serbia taking on the team from China. This game going down in Pool A. This is the first meeting between both of these teams, but they do have some wins under their belt. The Xi'an Challenger was first place finish for DeQing. Meanwhile, for Crvena Zvezda, Peking Challenger and the Shibuya City Challenger, they finished 7th and 9th. Nothing here on the World Tour. They have faced some teams in this competition, but not right now. Some decorated players, though, on both sides to keep an eye out for. And it will be Crvena Zvezda starting off with the ball. Vukicevic, Dordevic, Kovacevic, and Kovorta. It's going to be a 2-point shot to kick it off here for Crvena. That is Dordevic knocking it down. What a way to start this one off. Played way too low. Miscommunication coming out there for DeQing. Shang. They try to battle through Lassis. Able to stay alive in the play. Did get the ball knocked away. Not a whole lot of time left. Guo puts it up. Great rebound. Lassis continues to fight. Good spin move. And the buttery finish to cap it all off. DeQing gets their first points on the board. Going to be a wraparound there on the drive. Dordevic draws the foul. Kovacevic to Dordevic, goes right there on the inside. Excellent pick and roll work. Coming out there from the duo. Esposito tries to throw it down there. Ball's going to be knocked out of play. Who will it stay with? And it does stay with DeQing. And here's that pick and roll action going down there on the baseline. Couldn't keep up with it. Lazar Kovacevic able to get himself an easy one. Esposito will take the 2. That one goes left on the rim. And back on the other side, it's going to be stolen away. Esposito again. And a hard foul hits the ground, but able to draw it. And we'll see a free throw coming up. See the great steal and immediately a basket in mind. Esposito goes to the line to shoot 1. Able to knock it down, though, get the second point on the board there for DeQing. Ball knocked out of play. Excellent pressure to kick this one off. Milos back to the basket. They try to go on the outside. Great steal there from Esposito and a great find there on the inside. Great wall up, though. Superb defense. Guo misses that one, but he's able to recover. Pinned over here in the corner. Can they get out of it? They do. They escape it for a moment. That's an open 2. Milos can't get it to go. He knew it was off. Tried to chase his own rebound. But ultimately, Esposito coming out with it. And a big bump draws another foul. That'll be the second there on Crvena. Well, a little miscommunication coming off there on the off-ball screen. Target was Lassis. Just unable to get the connection. So ball will go back over to Crvena. They go with Milos with the back to the basket again. Dordevic trying to fight, steps it back for 2. And will fall just short right into the hands of Zhang. Lots of fouls being utilized here early by the team from Serbia. 3 fouls to just 1. Lots of crowd support for DeQing here in this one as Esposito comes off the screen. Great pass down the inside. The floater, just a little bit too much sauce on that one. Vukicevic, that's going to be a 2. No good there. Fighting for the rebound. Tipped right to the hands of Shang. And they get the wraparound. Are they going to call the foul? They do. Team foul number 5. 2 free throws coming up for Hangzhou. For unsportsmanlike, had a clear open lane to the basket, got wrapped up for it. And second free throw bounces around, does end up rolling out ultimately. As they continue to fight, Dordevic gets the ball. It's going to be an open shot here from Milos from 2 at the top of the arc. Nothing but nylon. Sensational shot. And that's able to put Crvena up by 2, 5-3. Esposito lost the footing there for a moment. Lost it again. Able to keep his dribble somehow, some way. Pulls up. Gets it to go off the glass. Something you don't see too often. Lose your footing twice, keep the dribble, and a superb finish. Here it is. That's the second fall. And Lassis even turned to me and gave me a shrug like, I don't know how that happened. I'm the same way. And that was the previous 2. But there is going to be a free throw coming up here for Mario Dordevic. As he gets that one to go, that extends their lead back to 2 again. A little back and forth affair. And no foul call there on the push. So it is going to be a turnover. Crvena will get the ball right back. Lassis lost for a moment. Can he capitalize? Kovacevic, short, gets his own rebound, floats it up, and I don't even know who got the points there. Somebody did. It might have been him on his own miss. What will the response be from DeQing? Big screen, the contact at the rim. Oh, what a finish with the left hand! Are you kidding me? One of the bigger shots that you'll see here tonight with the left hand. With the tifo up there too. We're going all out here in Shanghai. Let's take a look at the action from what we have seen thus far. I mean, I don't know. You can only play so much better defense. That would be blocking the shot. But trailing behind, hand in the face, looked like a hope and a prayer. He says, no, I don't need it. I got it myself. 5-7. The team for Serbia still, Esposito hits the ground, touches the court, but able to recover. Lassis with the ball inside. Can't get it to go with the left hand. Crvena, they get it over to Dordevic. Big 2 coming off the pass. As they extend it to their largest lead of the game here so far at 4. And that's going to be tipped out of play. And it will stay with DeQing. Six seconds on the shot clock. Got to get something to go here too. DeQing, they throw it up as Lassis. He's going to draw the foul. 2 free throws coming up. Ranked number 99 in the world, 27 years of age. Silver medal at the FIBA 3x3 Euro Cup in 2025. Bronze in the FIBA 3x3 World Cup 2023, and as well as the Euro Cup in 2023 as well. Lassis, lots of experience going his way. They try to funnel it down to the inside. It's going to stay out here at the 2-point line for Crvena. Milos on the inside. Got the finish over there by Lassis. Zhang to Esposito. Esposito kick it back out to Zhang from the left corner extended. Can't get the two-point shot to drop. They want to go right back here to the interior attack. Oh, what a pass, what a feed, and the easiest finish you'll see here tonight. Milo's putting the ball on that play. Esposito looks to respond with Zhang straight away, and they do. Six fouls on Crvena. DeQing with 3. And good finish up and in. Lassis couldn't do much else. Whoa for 2. And everything just coming up short here so far for DeQing here in this one. Full head of steam. Attacking the basket. Gets the finish right over top there. Zhang. Crvena Zvezda has come to play. The double step back into the corner for 2. Nothing there. Lassis with the offensive rebound. Mistimes the layup. Does get a second chance opportunity. Vukicevic lines up a 2. Can he knock it down? He cannot. Goes left side. Gets his own rebound. Kovacevic over to Dordevic on the inside. Another finish. So efficient down in the paint. I should call him the painter at this point. It's a 4-point lead. Past the halfway point. Shot is up. And that is going to be 2 free throws. It'll be Vukicevic at the line shooting 2. Is able to knock down the first. That extends the lead to 5. They continue to build off their largest lead of 4. Chance to make it a 6-point lead. Just butter. Esposito goes out to Lassis. No good there. The one-handed rebound does come through for Vukicevic. Dordevic turns the corner. Some contact there and able to finish again. Everything in the paint currently going the way of Crvena. Clinical finishing. Esposito tries to respond with a 2. He can't get it. Lassis knocks the ball. Does go out. And there is going to be a challenge coming in here, too, from DeQing. Well, I think they called for it, but didn't end up getting it. Ball in the hands of Dordevic here for Crvena. Hasn't lost his dribble yet. Got Esposito moving. Esposito with a clinical steal. Straight down to the paint they go. Good finish. Heads up play to find Zhang there on the inside. Milo's big screen set. And they do count the shot there too. A little bit of a pause for the moment. Nobody knew what was going on. The refs will get together to discuss. I think DeQing was saying it should have been an offensive foul to the basket. Shouldn't have counted, but one ref did say it did, along with the foul. So, the 2 does count, and now they're just 2 points away. This should be our first 21-point finish if they can get a 2 here. Esposito hands in the cookie jar, and that should be DeQing's ball, and it will be. Still 3:37 to go with a chance to make a comeback. It has been all Crvena Zvezda this entire game. Lasis calls for the cut, tries to go for the two, and comes up short. Just got to start letting them fly and hope for the best. Burst of speed. The two going to be knocked away there by Lasis. They go inside and they force another turnover, another opportunity for DeQing to try to get a score here. Esposito, Lasis lines it up and knocks it down. They needed that one badly. Six-point deficit to overcome. Crvena just need a two to win it. They double team up high. They leave it open down low. They'll gladly take the one. There's Milos to finish it all off. Esposito takes a step to the side. Shang from two. Short there on that one. Big rebound comes out for Crvena. Ball's going to be tapped away. They get it right back. Layup comes up short. Lasis to Esposito. Lasis lines it up again from the same spot. This time ball goes long, rolls on out. Crvena just need one basket to hit 21. As we mentioned, it'll be the first 21-point finish of the night here so far. Or day, I should say. One more basket to win it. They feed it there on the inside. And it's going to be a miss. Esposito for two. Lasis fumbles the rebound, does get right back into the hands of Dordevic. He misses the layup. Esposito needs to chase it, tries to save it. Good steal there by Vukicevic. They lob it up. He gets the finish to go. Nice alley-oop finish there on the layup, but Kovacevic putting the final touches here on this one. And look at that grab from Vukicevic that led to the game-winning layup. It was great defense and a recovery by Guo, but even better finish there. Crvena Zvezda gets started off in Pool A with a 1-0 start, a dominating win, 21-13. As DeQing will see them later on today as well. Still plenty of games to go. 3 teams per group. We had mentioned the experience so far going over towards the Serbian side, both pretty even, but DeQing with a huge first place finish at the Xi'an Challenger in 2026. They placed first place for Crvena Zvezda. A couple 9th and 7th place finishes, but now they can say that they have taken the first game here in Shanghai as well. That was a more balanced affair, but we have to talk about the finishing there on the inside for Crvena Zvezda as well. Everything they did was so clinical and precise. There was really no answer. It was some good defense, but sometimes they say it's just better offense in the game of basketball, and that was really what was on display here in this competition. Still got more action that's going to be coming your way as well. We will see the home team, Shanghai. Expect a massive crowd pop for them for their player intros. They will be taking on Singapore, as that'll be going back over to Pool D. So we've officially reset things. But a performance of the ages, and I still don't know how that still was even possible that we ended up seeing previously as well from Serbia's number 1. You can see the players in the tunnel getting ready. Singapore, we already saw them in action earlier as well, where they did fall to basket Bonn from Germany. We'll see if they can try to make some magic happen and bounce back. This will be the first game that we've seen here from Shanghai. But remember, this is the FIBA 3x3 World Tour in Shanghai. Home court advantage will be fully in their favor. Pool D we go. Singapore, Shanghai. Want to be very well represented here in this one as we jump into the player intros. Singapore to be introed first. Action coming at you here shortly. Coin toss going underway. Shanghai taking on Singapore. Singapore, we saw them earlier face off in their Pool D matchup, where they did end up falling to the hands of baskets Bonn from Germany. Now they'll be taking on the team with all the hometown firepower in their corner in Shanghai. Plethora of experience going Shanghai's way. Lots of top finishes across all competitions. Shanghai winners of the World Tour Manama back in 2024. Have yet to play Singapore so far here in FIBA 3x3, but have played a plethora of teams that are taking place here in this competition. See Ching ranked in the 200s in the world rankings. As the crowd is all pumped up, fired up, and ready to go. Game time, 10 minutes on the clock. FIBA 3x3 action continues to roll on. It will be Singapore starting with the ball, and that one's going to be knocked out of play immediately. It's the great part about sitting this close. Got to always be on your toes. Let's see if they can do that again. Zahid is able to get the ball in bound. Ching able to kick it out, and that's going to be a turnover force. Phenomenal start from Shanghai on the defensive end. And it will actually stay here with Singapore. Only 4 seconds to work with, though, on the shot clock. Can they get some space? Duan Yang, he had the hot hand. The first game that we saw for them today comes up just a little bit too far on the right there on that one. Defense does pay off for Shanghai. Lu will be the first one to get the touches on the ball here for Shanghai. And immediate foul right off the rip. Going to be called on Alpha Emil. Lu over to Wu with the right hand off the backboard and short. Duan Yang with a burst dribble, try to create some space. As that one's tipped away, they are able to save it. Las Manis is going to be fouled as he started his drive to the basket. That is 2 early fouls in the first minute here of this game. Las Manis fakes the screen in the inside, the drive, a little bit too much salsa on that. But Wu will step to the line to shoot one. This will be the first points of the game. Duan Yang checks in as Zahid will get a well-earned breather. And off the back iron and out, Emil with it. Duan Yang, lefty scoop is good, all the way under the basket. Only Ching and Duan Yang had the only points for Singapore in their very first game of the day, and just too much muscle down there for Zhu. That'll put Shanghai on the board. Oh, the hook shot. Always shocking to see, but it works! A massive slam by Wu! Posters getting signed after this one. The dunk of the tournament thus far. Get out of the way. That'll get them fired up. What's their response? It's a missed layup. Shanghai back with it, 1-point lead. Lu coming up the screen. They feed it there on the inside. Ball goes a little bit too high. Good recovery. Zahid with the block. Second chance opportunity, though, is there for Zhu. Zahid wants to take matters into his own hands. Too much power there on the layup. Shanghai able to recover. Lu for two. Knocks it down. Big time shot. And a little bit of emphasis on this 4-point lead as well. The step back work from number 8. Great pressure here on the inbound. Emil to Zahid. Didn't take a single attempt in their first game. Trying to get him more involved offensively here. Lu again for 2. Comes up just short, but a huge offensive rebound. Las Manis with a huge board. Highest ranking in this matchup. 25th in the world. Basically done everything that you could. A veteran when it comes to FIBA 3x3, even going back all the way to 2017 for the FIBA 3x3 Euro Cup. Six to 1 as Shanghai continues to build off of this. Referee's just speaking with the ops team. Back underway we go. 7:51 still to play with. Duan Yang, great move. Left Las Manis in the dust. Hopefully that'll maybe build some momentum their way. Ball's going to be lost. But we'll go back over to Singapore. Duan Yang, the offensive threat for Singapore. Here's Ching. Silky dribbling, ball on the string to lefty hook. Can't get that one to go. Great rebound there from Shanghai as Wu with the drive on the inside gets the finish as he hits the floor. Here's an immediate response from 2. No, he's going to try to wrap him up. Instead, they float it up and in. And that one falls. Another 2 is up. Zahid able to tip the ball, keeps things alive there for a moment. But a foul will be called. You can see the previous play, the hang time there on that one to create the separation on Mohamed Zahid. Offense has changed up quite a bit from the last time we saw Singapore. Nice behind the back pass. Here comes Emil. Oh, splits 2 defenders. The kick out to Zahid. Lost the handle on it. Goes up on the inside. And a strong finish from Singapore's number 5. But they slept on it. Wide open for 2 is number 8. And he can't get that one to fall. Lou with the miss. Emil with the rebound. Thought about the shot. Zahid trying to go back to back. Nothing there that time. Las Manis will regroup. Here's Shu, all the way to Lou for 2. Hard to the right, Las Manis keeps it alive, and a big-time finish. Duan Yang with the miss, here comes Emil. Good offensive rebound by him, tries to spin baseline, able to stay in bounds, tiptoeing on the line. Duan Yang, contact made, Las Manis with a great defense. And a foul going to be called off ball there. Eight to 4, Shanghai with a 4-point lead. Wu spins over top of Zahid, can't get it to go. Looks like it's going to be the last touch by Singapore. And ball did hit rim, so shot clock resets. Shu to Las Manis. Oh, good drop step there on the inside. One dribble and up for him. Ching over to Duan Yang. Couple step backs, lost the dribble, ball taken away. Quick feed there on the inside, clinical. It's like a conveyor belt of plays. Zahid gets the air ball, goes right back up with it. Right place, right time. Las Manis wants to take it off the dribble. They're trying to switch into the post. Screen comes back for the reset. Only 2 seconds remaining. Las Manis with the fading shot. That ball will go long, and they do get the rebound. Las Manis again. Good heads-up play. Good patience there from the veteran. Oh, great defense, just following him all the way through. Ball's going to be knocked loose there for a moment. Here comes Emil with a 2 of his own, and that one misses everything, sails out of bounds. Shanghai in firm control of this game. First action we're seeing from the hometown team here today. Here's Wu. Draw some contact and one. Uses the body size to his advantage, goes right into the traffic and able to get the finish. It even looked better the second time around there too. It was just bait him, hands were up, but jumped right into him. One of the more dominant showings that we've seen here today so far with a 12-5 lead, a chance to make it one more. Emil thought about the 2. Instead, he's going to be bumped. Able to keep his foot set. Duan Young for two. And a great response. Lu with the crossover. The step into the two. A crazy shot. A crazy move. An even crazier finish. Here's the shots from moments earlier from Duan Yang. It's going to be a free throw for Singapore. Just checking to make sure everything is all up to date. So Singapore with the free throw and the ball back. Duan Yang able to keep his dribble. Here's Zahid. Got to get something up and does. That one comes up short. Long rebound goes to Shu. Lasmanis bumped, tiptoeing the line here, able to get some space, head down, full of steam with the left hand, and a great finish there off the glass. 16-8, they're doubling him up. Duan Yang, Lasmanis, able to get there just to put some fear in him there on the layup. Oh, got him on skates. Lu to the inside to Shu, trying to keep up. Zahid resets. I think that one just got away from him, was trying to throw it back out to the two-point line. Time called here for everyone to get a breather, but right now, there is no stopping Shanghai here in this game. No true answer coming out from Singapore here so far. 17-8 with 3:41 to go. And good job there by Singapore to keep the ball in play. Duan Yang, they'll happily just give up the one. Able to disrupt the play as they were trying to go to Lasmanis, not able to get it to him. Says calm, calm. Ball's going to be slapped away. They wanted it. They say no. And they'll go up to one again. Lasmanis to Lu. Lu with the step back, another two. They'll chase down his own long rebound. Goes down the baseline. Lasmanis thought about spotting up, blows right by, and a great finish. This time with the left hand. Ball tipped away. Ching able to stay with it. Ching with the left hand. A little bit too much there on the back end. Lasmanis held up for a moment there by Emil. Had to pick up the dribble. Here's Lu. Ball's going to be slapped away. Duan Yang staying active there in the lane. There's 2:39 to play. Zahid is checked back in here for Singapore. They used him a lot for screen work in that very first game. This one, a little bit more of an offensive mindset. Emil's going to get that ball tipped away right to the hands of Liu. They try to go on the inside. Emil's battling down there. David versus Goliath. And Emil comes out with it. Zahid. Over to Guan Yang. And Emil will take the two from the left corner. Banks it in. The rare bank on the corner shot. But you'll take it any way you can get it. Back to the post they go. Xu kicks it out to Wu. Final touch on Liu. The 1-2-3 punch combo for Shanghai strikes again. Game point now here for Shanghai. Just need one to finish it all off. Zahid will go out here to the left side, and the layup is no good. Las Manis will chase it down. They just need 1 point. They said, give me more. Liu off the back iron, easy offensive board. And Yambao Xu able to finish it off here for Shanghai. A 21-12 victory. Shanghai start off their group 1-0. And unfortunately, we will not see Singapore tomorrow as they fall to 0-2. With losses to Baskets Bonn from Germany and Shanghai here from China. We will obviously see Shanghai one more time here tonight, so don't go anywhere. If you're a part of the home crowd that's watching. But the crowd support definitely played a bit of a factor here in this one. But we will have some more debuts coming at you as well. We will see Antwerp versus Kaunas VDU, the team from Lithuania who we saw earlier. You can see some of the highlights, and yeah, that physicality, that definitely showed from Shanghai when they're in the tunnels. Maybe there's a method to the pregame rituals, fighting through contact just to be able to get out there for your intros. But really, there was no point where you looked at that game and thought, hey, you know what, I think a comeback could potentially be possible here for Singapore. They tried to fight. They were giving up a lot of easy ones just to try to get the game done. You're at a no twos territory. Well, like we mentioned, we turn and face forward to the next matchup. Antwerp, probably the best finishes, at least this year, that we've seen so far of any of these teams that are competing. 4th place in the Utsunomiya Open. World Tour Zadar, 7th place. Shibuya City Challenger, 1st place. And World Tour Chengdu, they finished in 6th. So a lot of momentum for them coming over here in towards this one. They have played Kaunas before in the Shibuya 2026 semifinal, and they did get the win. So Kaunas trying to play for a little bit of vengeance here in this one, as we got the player intros coming at you shortly. Antwerp taking on Kaunas VDU as we welcome the team from Belgium. Coin toss going down there between Antwerp and Kaunas. VDU, the team from Lithuania, taking on the team from Belgium. There you can see Dennis Doncourt, world rank number 13 here for Antwerp. Got to keep your eye on the man himself. Where's the number 1 here for Antwerp? Anytime you have a player creeping into the top 10 on the world rankings, it is must-see TV every single time. Kaunas did lose their first game to Ulaanbaatar, so they're 0-1, so there's a lot to play for them to try to stay alive and have a chance to fight for tomorrow. The number 3 versus the number 11. It'll be Antwerp getting us started off here. Oh. Forts with the first 2 of the game. As here comes the 2 back on the other side. Jonas gets the ball to Casper, back over to Dennis Doncourt. Mentioned the world ranking for a reason. Another 2, back-to-back 2s to kick off this game. 4-0 start for Antwerp. You can see the beautiful 2 from Dennis Doncourt. As Kaunas trying to get anything going. Yossi's had the hot hand the last time we saw him. It seems like he's got it now as well. Forts puts the shot up. And they are going to give him 2 free throws. There you can see from Yossi's mentioned had the hot hand, went cold in the middle part of the game, able to get a late stretch in. As Jonas Forts able to knock down the first free throw. Second one is a miss. Lucas able to get the right hook to drop right over the top of Dennis Doncourt. A little bit of height advantage going his way. Here's Jonas Forts once more. Off the front of the rim. Ball's going to be tipped out. And Kaunas able to get that one. Doncourt hits the floor. Layup is going to be missed. Second chance opportunity is there for Kajas. Oosterwijk with an easy lane there. Oosterwijk turns the corner. No chance of anyone beating him. That'll be the easiest bucket he probably gets tonight. Leliukas wants to take matters into his own hands on Oosterwijk. Backs him down. Met with force and tries to go reverse on it. Does Vivada. Can't get that to go. Dennis Doncourt thought about the 2. Instead goes to Van Oosterwijk. Oosterwijk to Doncourt. Doncourt stops, pops, and drains the 2. Big time shot for the world ranked number 13. Great 2-man play, big screen, got the separation, even with the 2 hands up. The confidence to still take the shot and knock it down. Vivada, easy 1. Right hand slam for some emphasis on it. You see that again. Every time he got a dunk, you got to look at it 3 times, not just the one replay after. Jonas Forts for 2 again. He is in fuego. Hearing this one from behind the arc. Body on him, great defense from Casper. Forts now sitting at 5 points in the game, leading all scorers. Kaspar gives it off to Doncourt, and there's going to be an offensive foul there on the screen that was set by number 8. Nevada more attacking into the paint. Looked like he would have had it just a little bit too far to the right. And the ball's going to be knocked out. It'll be Jonas forced to start here for Antwerp as they get over to Oosterwijk. Oosterwijk, oh, with so much space. I said he could have get an easier one previously. I don't know. That one might have matched it. The pull-up for Yossis. Make it 2 for 2 from behind the arc now for Yossis here in this one. That brings things to an 11-7 game. Here is Donkor, easy lefty lay. They say Olay as he takes it down the baseline. That ball's going to be thrown out of play and is going to go away of the team from Belgium. There's that 2 from Yossis. And then Vejvada, when he had that open lane, put some emphasis on it. Forts has been drilling the 2s. And this is where a lot of the damage has been done from both Jonas Forts and Dennis Donkor from behind the arc. The 2-point shots have been raining in. But still, it is just a 5-point game. Dennis with 5, Jonas with 5. Yossis leading the way for his Lithuanian side with 4. Here's Donkor. They find Forts. Forts on the inside with the right hand, able to evade the defender. And foul off ball is going to come in. Oosterwijk, Forts, and Kaspar out there for Antwerp. Selka gets it to the big man. Leliukas lost the ball and still able to retain it and get the finish. Back with Oosterwijk. Lost the dribble there for a moment. Decides to go to the post to Kaspar. Kaspar loses the ball, but a foul will be called. Whistled there on Vejvada. Here is Donkor again, wide open rebound though for Forts. Not going to be called, so a free throw coming up here just for the after the play there from Forts. It'll be Yossis getting to the line. So put him at 5 points in the game if he's able to knock it down. And he does get it to go. Oh, good little pass around. All ends up finding a cutting Leliukas inside. Oosterwijk sets the off ball. Donkor receives. Donkor takes, but can't make it. Had a great lineup there for the shot. Leliukas backing down, fading away, knocking it down as well. Here comes Kaunas. The team for Lithuania starting to fight back, down by 3. Still with 5:46 to go here in this one. Kaspar loses the ball. And it will flip. Kaunas cut the lead to 3. A chance to make the comeback even more realistic, but they missed the layup. Yossis just can't get it to go. Back on the other side, they try to feed the ball into Kaspar. He ends up losing it. Selka, easy baseline two-handed slam. Way too much space and a little bit of emphasis on it. Timeout will be called here by Antwerp, as the comeback starting to loom here for Kaunas. They were getting, I shouldn't say dominated, but they were in firm control. But what a way to capitalize and getting the space going down the baseline with some emphasis. A little frustration maybe come out there for Selka on the slam. There's no better way to take your anger out than putting the ball through the basket in that type of way. You can see the run that they're currently on over these past 5 possessions. Been unanswered here so far. Can they get another stop? Jonas, Forts, ball's going to be knocked away. They get the steal. Sensational there by Vevada. Here's Yossis. He's had the hot hand, and it continues to be hot. We got ourselves a tie game of 14. Donkor responds with a layup. They go inside. And the mismatch. Good job by them. Finding it in down low. Leliukas able to get the ball to go. Right back on the other side is Casper. He misses the layup. Well, he could have dunked it. Instead went with the lay-in. Big screen there by Casper. Player's going to get caught up. There's a lot of contact in there. Let's see. Foul 5 on Kaunas. They're able to fight over the screen. Donkor working with Jonas. Forts on the inside. Donkor doesn't even need him. Finds his own lefty opening. They try to go down low again. Instead, they say no. Back to him once more. Leliukas, every time he's got Donkor on him, they're feeding him, and he's getting the basket. 16-16. Jonas Forts puts the shot up, trying to draw the foul, but the player is already on the deck. Selka gets it. Vevada behind the back pass, able to get it to go through, and they get the finish. Kaunas battling all the way back. They've now taken the lead, 17-16. We showed the graphic earlier. It was 5 unanswered possessions where the lead kept on growing. And a behind-the-back feed, but we mentioned this, the attacking into the paint by Leliukas. Every time he gets the ball, he's been so efficient. And, of course, the hot hand of Rojas Yossis has been sensational as well. It is now Kaunas with a 1-point lead. Forts will set the big screen, goes hard through it. Ran through the screen, had it set. And he does miss the first free throw. We'll shoot another. Due to the bonus. This could tie the game. Oh, miscommunication. Might have an open look here. Doesn't take it. Selka decides to go on the inside. The feed back into the big man. Leliukas cannot get that one to fall. Casper gets it over to Forts. Forts back over to Casper. Casper steps inside, gets the lane to go. Back to a 1-point lead now for Antwerp. And it should be an open lane here for Yossi's right hand finish. 18-18. Ushtowick gets it to Forts. Forts tries to get the feed down. It's going to be a kick ball. Donkor with the confidence. Comes up just short this time. Ustoy trying to fight for it as he dives out of bounds. Shot clock at 12, 18-18. Pushed out of bounds for a moment, able to get rid of the ball. Selka. Bodies collide. Everyone all over the place. Only 3 seconds remaining. It's going to be an air ball. Somebody's got to go up. No way. We might have hit the clip of the century if that one ended up dropping in. Behind the back from over the backboard. Unfortunately, shot clock did go off. Antwerp had the lead for so much of this game. It was a sensational comeback by Kaunas. But can they take back the lead? Forts calls for the screen right. Thought about the shot. Kaspar on the inside with a little bit of emphasis there from Antwerp as they take back the 1 point lead. Yossi's wants a two. Thought about it. Instead, they'll go for the reset. 3 seconds remaining. Leliukas got to get something up and does. That one clanks hard off the rim. And it's going to be tipped out of play. And another timeout going to be called here. Great link-up play between Forts and Kaspar. That gave them the 1 point lead back. They came out guns blazing with lots of 2 point shots from Donkor and Forts. That since went away. You can see the leading scores here so far. Forts and Yossi's matching each other. Same thing with Donkor and Leliukas as well. Ushawik and Selka the same. Nevada just with 1 point here in this one so far. They're able to get it over to Selka. Shot clock winding down. Got to make something happen. They try to go on the inside. Kaspar has the read on it. Gets the steal. They'll go out to Forts. Chance to build on this 1 point lead. A two. Could take it. Forts won't take the two. Instead goes on the inside. And a big time finish from the big fella. They're just trying to get something situated with the scoreboard.
And the door is still open. You gotta make a move quickly.
Still a chance to make something happen. It looks like a potential challenge or a review of some sorts. Just want to give a massive thank you to everybody watching out there on YouTube, those in attendance. We are live, boots on the ground here in Shanghai for the fourth stop of the World Tour. Kaunas, a two could tie it. That's what they want. Yossi's slips it up. Ball's going to be taken away. Trying to go for the jump, and they do get the jump ball.
And good defense from Antwerp, forcing a jump ball instead of double team. They get possession and seal the deal here.
Antwerp with a chance to win it. Anything can do it. Forts dishes inside to Kaspar with the lay. The alley-oop is successful, and Antwerp will start off their group 1-0. Unfortunately for Kaunas, the road does come to an end, falling to 0-2 with a loss to Ulaanbaatar and Antwerp here as well. I'm sure we'll be seeing more of them as the World Tour and FIBA 3x3 continues to roll through their seasons. But we will see Antwerp later tonight as well. Final score 21-18. What a battle back that was. All it was just constant fight between both sides to be able to get into that position, but Kaunas did not let up. They had their foot on the gas the entire way. I want to say it got up to about 7 possessions that they had completely unanswered. Still have lots of more action to come your way as well. SansarM will be taking on the Skyliners. They'll be playing their first game of the Shanghai World Tour coming up here shortly as well. Crowd has been filling out, and the fans starting to realize that they're on camera. Always the fun part about being in person and tuning in. And of course, even if you're at home and tuning in, you're having some fun, especially with that game that we just saw. Almost a comeback for the ages between Antwerp as well as Kaunas. There was a whole lot of 2-point shooting from Forts and Donkor to really kick things off, and you thought maybe, just maybe, they were going to start to just pull away with this game for that reason. But they got caught lacking a few times here and there, especially on the defensive end. But Yossi's continued his hot shooting. That was a big difference maker. But Antwerp, we will see them later on. Kaunas VDU do fall to 0-2, so they cannot make tomorrow. But a good way to at least go out knowing that you were fighting in that type of situation. Had a little bit of a mix of everything. 1-hand slam, 2-hand slams, you name it. And a 2-point shooting. You get so used to seeing that man, Jonas Forts, every single time that we have to talk about consistent shooters. I mean, when you got that man setting screens, yeah, that's a tough sight. I would not want to be on the receiving end of one of those screens either that he has. We will, for the first time since having these teams debut, Skyliners will be taking on a team that got a win. Everything else has just been teams who had lost their first game. So SansarM, with a chance if they can win this next one, obviously secure their place for tomorrow. You know, for the Skyliners, they want to put a stop to everything there, and this is a very, very decorated team, but we'll get to that once we get to the intros. But you like what you saw, too, from the team from Lithuania, with Leliukas getting a lot more involved offensively. I think that was the difference maker for them moving down the stretch. But when you put yourself in a game-winning position like that, where you have to get a one, you got the size advantage, everything has been clinical. You take what you can get. And Antwerp, again, one of the juggernauts in this competition at the Shanghai World Tour, come out on top. But we now turn face to the Skyliners from Germany, taking on SansarM here in Pool B. SansarM did take their first game against Hangzhou. The Skyliners making their Shanghai World Tour debut as we have the intros coming up shortly. there you have the teams competing as the day continues to roll to a close. The Skyliners playing their first game here, taking on the undefeated SansarM Bank, one of the newcomers here to FIBA 3x3. Qualified for this through the FIBA wild card. For the Skyliners, it was through the Super League in the 3x3 Super Week. And they have been making the rounds to every event that you could possibly imagine. Their worst finish, and there was 3 of them, was top 4. They got second place at the Utsunomiya opener. They got second. Henkin Challenger, they got first. Will this be the time where they can win a World Tour event here today? We did see Krupp earlier took place in the shooting competition. Can't remember his numbers off the top of my head, but no, he did pretty good there in that one. We'll see what the starting 3 looks like. Kevin Bryant, Nicholas Krupp, Stefan Kosic, and Florian Wendeler. Your team for the Skyliners. As we mentioned, already 1 win here so far for SansarM Bank, trying to make it 2-0, would secure a spot for them to play tomorrow. But you are facing the creme de la creme of FIBA 3x3 when you're talking about the Skyliners. Skyliners will start off with the ball, as Krupp will immediately get it down to Bryant. Easy cut there with his back turned to the basket. First offensive possession coming out here for Sansar. Gatsolman steps back right over the extended ham of Krupp, and they can't, and they do get the offensive rebound. It's going to be a foul called there on Kevin Bryant. Quick foul early here for the team from Germany, and it's going to be shooting, so 1 free throw coming up for Atkan Bayar. And can't get that to go. It'll be Krupp being able to get the rebound here for the Skyliners. Kosic back over to Krupp with 5 seconds remaining here on the shot clock. Got to get something up. Now they do. Moving 2. Knocks it down. A pretty stroke there from Stefan Kosic. Gatsolman will take a 2. Can't nail it this time. Krupp with his second rebound already. Decides to drive down here the baseline. Good stopping move and gets the lay in the go with the left hand. 2 players collide. Schott gets the ball. He'll roll off of it. Gatsolman, top scorer last time that we saw them play against Hangzhou. Bryant gets hit hard by the screen. Almost hits his own teammate in Kosic. And a whistle called there off ball as well. 1 foul apiece. Ref keeping the court clean. Krupp to Kosic. He'll take another 2 in rhythm. Oh, he'll stroke it again. Beautiful shot there by Stefan. He's taken 2, he's made 2, and every single one of them, 1 step in rhythm. It's a thing of beauty. 6-0 start here for the Skyliners. As Krupp meets him at the rack. Says, you can get high, I can get higher, as he sends that one into the first row. Watch it again, thought he had some space, tried to protect it with the left hand. Krupp says no. Oh, easy blow by. Quick burst of speed. Coming in from Gatsolman. Closer to check back into the game. 2-2 from behind the arc. Trying to extend that. Big screen hits, lost the dribble, saves the ball, almost goes in. Would have been a circus shot for the ages. Getting set up here for the inbound. Gatsolman. Big screen set. The double screen comes. Gatsolman from 2. Can't get that one to go. That one goes off the iron. Krupp staying active here on the defensive rebounds. Jot, the drive, stolen by Krop. Krop, the spin, cycle, rejected by the rim. Wants to go one-on-one here with Bryant. Bryant, great defense so far, gets hooked. And that is going to be an offensive foul. Little blow to the back of the head. Hitting oh so physical down there. There you can see the hook from behind. Bryant eats it. We continue. 6-1 here for the Skyliners. And a hold coming off the off-ball screen. Had to do it because Kojic got himself wide open there for a 2. 3 fouls now for Sansar. And another foul goes their way. Make it 4. Shot clock goes back to 12. They run the same play. Kojic gets it over to Bryant. Bryant down low, fights through the contact, gets his own rebound, still staying alive, gets the bucket and 1. Just relentless. Misses the first time, the second time remains patient, draws the contact and gets the lay-in to go. Two-point play is good. Draws some contact, gets the layup, wants the foul. Ref says no. Here's Bryant, tries to load it up to Wendler, and now it's going to be tipped out of play, and it is going to go to Sansar. Gankuyag will turn, fade, and that one's hard off the backboard, nowhere near the rim. As they try to go in for the foul, Wendler through contact again. That's the resistance band training, being held from the back, still able to lead the charge and fight through the contact on the secondary. And emphasis on Krop with the rebounding work, this time dishing it out as soon as he brings it out. And Wendler finds himself at the line for the old-fashioned two-point play. Can't get the free throw to drop, but still a 9-2 lead for the Skyliners. Gankuyag gets it to Gansoma. That's going to be blocked there from behind. Good recovery there by Kojic. And foul's going to be called. Now 11-2. Bonus activated, by the way, with 7 fouls on Sansar. Krop thought about going one-on-one. They try to find him on the inside. Oh, good dish to Bryant. A spectacular one-hand slam to cap it all off. Passing has been on full display. Look at this. It almost looked like Krop was going to go out of bounds with it. They got the easy dish to behind to Bryant as well. Gansoman. So try to play it patient and split the defenders. Kickball's going to be coming in. Wendler stops the play. Bryant remaining strong, but second chance can't get the rebound over the sizable Gankuyag. Bryant thought about the two, will take the two, can't drill it. And there's Kropp again on the rebound. He was in the shooting contest before. Is it going to pay off? Not this time. Bryant soars for it. Ball slapped out of play. That should stay here with Germany. Bryant with his back to the basket, the elbow. Great defense here from Sansar. Kropp drifting away. Beautiful shot floating across the paint there from Kropp. And that extends the lead. It's 13-4. It's only right when you rep the German flag for your team. Hit him with the little Dirk Nowitzki one-legged fadeaway. Gonsalma with a shot from way downtown. And there's Kropp again. He's got to almost be pushing double-digit rebounds in a FIBA 3x3 game, something that you don't see too much. But Kropp continues to be everywhere on the floor. They fight through. Gatsoman calls for the cut. Finds Jot on the inside. Jot tries to go up and under, but couldn't get that one to go. Wendler set the string. Kojic doesn't take it. One-legged fadeaway going backwards. Wendler, huge offensive rebound. Goes over to Bryant, back over to Kojic. Kojic now wants to go into the paint, and a foul's going to be called. And that'll remain on the floor. More shots coming their way. An experienced player all the way around is Kojic. 16-4, one of the more dominant showings that we've seen here today. Kropp tries to get the chase down, and the ball does hit rim, and it is going to be tipped out of play. Kojic goes behind the back. Good find there to Kropp, but he can't get the layup to go. With a strong left hand, still couldn't get it on the favorable side. And that's a phenomenal finish from Afgan Bayar. Sansar needed that one. Kojic. Ball's going to be slapped away. Staying active in the lane is Gonsalman. There's going to be a foul called there on the Skyliners. Sansar will keep the possession. Trying to extend to 2-0 here in the group stage to solidify their spot for tomorrow. As that one's going to be a kickball there by Kropp. Refs having a word with Wendler and Gankuyag of Sansar. Gonsalman with a step back move. Wendler bit down on it just for a moment. Jot here for two. Gets the two to go. Ball in the hands of Bryant here on the left side of the floor. Big screen was open there for a moment. Kropp will take it from the top of the arc and tries to chase down his own rebound. Does save it? No. Whistle comes in as he tried to make the leap for it. You can see a beautiful flare out there by Jot to give him a 2 they desperately needed. Got the fan ball up on the screen currently. Everybody in attendance getting their name put up there. 16-7 Skyliners still in control. A little bit more of a fight back though for Sansar. Gonsolman steps it back. Good crossover move. Just hasn't had the hot hand in this game, and it's been sensational rebounding from the Skyliners. Wendler will set the screen going left. Bryant goes right. Bump on the collision. It'll be a call on the floor, but we had mentioned the bonus territory that they're in. 9 fouls for Sansar. Bryant misses that one. If you've watched FIBA 3x3, you know all about Kevin Bryant, 27th ranked in the world. Has a miss there on that secondary free throw as well. They fish it around, calls for the cut. And they'll take advantage of the mismatch on the inside. Here's Jot, able to take advantage of the size. Wendler goes back out to Bryant. Bryant will stop at the free throw line, trying to get any type of space, just nothing there, completely smothering Wendler with the offensive rebound. That one didn't touch rim. .252 to still to go. It will take a sensational comeback here in this one. Is it still possible? Yes, it is. Tips are going to be on it. Kropp will get the block, and that won't be knocked out of his hands, and that's going to be an easy score. 16-9. They fight to try to save the ball. They do again. Here back on the inside we go. Big two-hand slam. Here comes Sansar on the Ulaanbaatar slam. Crowd starting to get behind Sansar here in Shanghai. Kropp with the back to the basket. They run the off-ball play for Kojic. Hasn't seen much success here so far. They go down to Wendler in the paint and just let it perfectly right under the basket for him. Spins for the reset. Gets the bucket there to go to Donkuyag. Wendler, mismatch in the paint. Had his feet set. No whistle though. Gonsolman, nice feed inside. Ulaanbaatar, the offense starting to pick up now for both sides. Got to see some stops. Kojic steps on the inside. Can't get the shot to go. Ball will be tipped out of play. It'll stay with the Skyliners. Offense got a little bit dry. We'll see if they can try to pick it up as we get to the closing moments of this game. 1:45 to go. As we get to a timeout, 1:45. Seen a few games end when we hit that 21-point mark. You can see our leading scorers of this game. Kojic with 8. Jot with 4. Ulaanbaatar with 4. Balanced play really all the way around, what you expect from two elite teams. Bryant fed on the inside, and a nice finish. Right into his path line. They're now just 2 points away from being able to close this one out. They feed the big there on the inside, can't get the left to go. And the Skyliners could close it out with a 2 here if they want. Kozic goes down the baseline, the push-off. And that's going to be an offensive foul. Arm extended there for Skyliners number 7, Stefan Kozic. I don't think there's any arguing that one. Head down to the basket. Ganku Yag again. He's really kicked up his aggression from the first game that we saw against Hangzhou, which they did end up winning. So we'll see Hangzhou play another game. This could be a very interesting group if this result stands, with the Skyliners potentially taking this game. Free throw is good, as we stand at 19-13. Feed inside to Bryant. That's been the bread and butter so far here at the Skyliners team. But now you need 2s, and a whole lot of them. They'll spin on the inside. Great finishing at the rack. Under a minute left to play. 1 point for the Skyliners will do it. It's Kropp in the post. Spins off of it with the left-hand scoop. And was there ever a doubt? Kropp with a sensational game. That was just his 4th point. But the rebounding numbers, I'm not sure we have him handy, but he was easily pushing double digits there. So the Skyliners able to take their first game here in this group. They stand at 1-0. SansarM will split the difference at 1-1, so still anybody's group to play for between the newcomers and, of course, the elite team that is the Skyliners. We still got some more action before we hit our first break of the night. We will see Liman playing their first game here at the Shanghai World Tour. They were taking on Crvena Zvezda, the team from Serbia. As we see the highlights here in this one, Kozic got him started off with some hot fire shooting from behind the arc. Kropp might have not had all the crazy points in the game, but he had some of the biggest plays on the rebounding side, as well as dishing the ball out. The coaches went a little bit quiet after those first 2 twos. But once the team started to find their footing, they started to really take off with it. They held probably more than a 2-possession lead a majority of the game. But there was a little bit of a battle back. Got to give credit where it's due to SansarM. A little bit more of an emphasis on the inside compared to the outside work that they did in that very first game. Liman is going to be playing their first match, as we had mentioned. As this group still, as we said before, still ends up staying alive. This is where things started falling apart a little bit more. Miscue on the defensive end. And that's when they were able to really start to turn things on. And of course, when you're an elite level team, you put yourself in a position where you just need a 1 to make your life a lot easier and trying to hunt for those 2s and play off the back foot. They got to give a massive shout out to Ganku Yag too, who really turned it on the offensive side. Really, it was just used for setting screens in the previous game, but decided to take matters into his own hands. They didn't have his scoring. It might have been a very, very ugly game that way too. Our next game coming up there in Pool A, 2 teams battling out from Serbia. Liman versus Crvena Zvezda. Serbia versus Serbia matchup. Liman versus Crvena Zvezda. Crvena got the win against DeQing in their first game here in this pool. Looking to make it 2-0 and solidify their spot for tomorrow as well. We find ourselves back in towards Pool A, world ranking, coming at you hot. Miljovic at number 22 in the world. Player to most definitely keep an eye out on. As well as Vukicevic, number 72 there for Crvena Zvezda. FIBA 3x3 at the pinnacle. Belongs to Serbia. So many sensational players and clubs coming from that country. But we'll see who can reign supreme as the better Serbian team here in Shanghai. Of course, you'd have to think they're very familiar with each other. And it is going to be Liman starting off with the ball. With the player that we set to watch out for, Miljovic. Popovic tries to feed on the inside. It's going to be stolen away there. Zygon could not get the proper handling on it. First 2-point shot of the game is going to be money from Vukicevic there of Crvena Zvezda. Miljovic is going to be wrapped up there on the entry pass that was going to be intended for Popovic. Here you can see the two from Vukicevic. Got some space there. A deep shot here on the FIBA 3x3 half court. And a beautiful drive come out there from Stefan. And an immediate response. Vukicevic is in fuego to start off this game. Zygon on the inside, get that one to go. And you know Vukicevic wanted it. He's trying to create any type of separation that he can get. But you focus too much on the off ball. You worry about the player with it. Kovacevic able to get a two of his own. Vukicevic get a much needed breather there on that one. Here you can see the 2-point work come up there instantly. And big drive there by Zygon. And he'll draw the foul. He'll go to the line for one. Already 3 fouls there on Crvena. And Zygon able to get the free throw to drop. 5-3. And only a minute has gone by. Some good scoring coming out so far, and even better scoring there from Đorđević. On fire from two. Everybody getting in on the action. That's a great entry pass there from Zygon to Popovic. They'll step out. Another two. This time a little bit too much dip on the chip. First miss of the game for Vukicevic. Đorđević with the ball. Big pile going over top of the screen. And it gets called for the hook. As Liman will get the ball back there, so foul going to be called on Crvena Zvezda. Miljovic from two. Off the back of the iron, and two players fighting down low to try to get that positioning. That's on Vasic. He was tangled up down low. But it is Liman who will remain with the ball. Zygon. Lost the dribble there for a moment, steps it back, takes the two, can't drill it this time, gets hooked there. Everyone fighting down low. That was between Đorđević and Popovic. push out there to create some separation. Popovic with another finish on the inside. Vukicevic doing everything he can to try to get by, throws it up, and a foul's going to be called before the play. Dordevic with the spin off the backboard. Can't hit that time. Still remaining aggressive there on the interior. Here's Milos. Head down with the right hand. Great defense, though, on the other side. Dordevic, excellent feed on the entry there to Kovacevic. Popovic will hold up the play. They look for Milihevic. They'll give it to Popovic to take the two. They left it wide open, daring him to shoot it. As this ball is floated there on the inside. Kovacevic will get the resets to Vukicevic. And a foul's going to be called there on the floor. We thought a Serbia versus Serbia matchup was going to be intense. It has lived up to the billing here so far. Foul called on almost every missed attempt because of the battling down low for those rebounds. Vukicevic for two. Great defense, though, from Zigon. On the interior, bodies collide. Popovic with the pass out to Milihevic. They try to get the entry feed, and they somehow do. A little miscommunication from Crvena Zvezda. Good entry work. So much being done in the paint. But they're really going blow for blow on each other. That's the toughest part about this. No one really able to create that separation just yet. Still one possession game. Crvena has a chance to try to expand on that. Into the paint we go again. There's going to be a foul. And we'll have a free throw coming up. Almost got the basket to go. It'll be Milo stepping to the stripe. Milo's a silver medalist at the FIBA 3x3 U23 World Cup in 2025. He's at 22 years of age. And the free throw is good. That extends the lead to three. Largest lead so far in a very close game. Zigon. Just like butter there with the right-handed scoop. As Crvena will go in down low, just overthrew the pass. And that's going to be another stop going way of Liman. Well, they would love to be able to tie the game here, but you'll take it just being able to cut it 2-1. Vasic gets over to Zigon. Zigon for two. He was also in the shooting competition earlier today before we got started with all the games. Dordevic. Foul's going to be called on blue. Looks like it's going to be called on the floor here. 6 fouls for Crvena. And Liman now up to 4. Milihevic will check back into the game here for Liman. Lots of contact trying to fight through the screen. Now they're going to be able to split two. Ball is going to be on the ground. Will they get the jump ball? They do have possession of it, and Liman does come out with it. Milihevic cuts on the inside, dissects out to Milos. Milos for two, strokes it. Big time two when they needed it most. We're tied at 9-9, and Milos going to get the ball again. Crosses over, contact at the rim, and almost got the finish. And the penalty of the foul and the shot. It's going to be 2 free throws coming up here for Zigon. Vasic is able to knock down the free throw there, 10-9. As they continue just bouncing the ball, there's going to be a foot on the line. And the intensity now starting to show here for Vasic. Had the big two. Huge play there to get to the line. And then now this to get Liman back the ball. Popovic will set the screen. Zigon to Milojevic. Popovic going to get that ball knocked away. It is going to stay with Liman, but only 2.4 seconds remaining on the shot clock. It's got to go up instantly. Oh my goodness, Zigon just blows right by and gets up in the air to cap it all off. Liman with a 2-point lead, 11-9. And he gets the steal and the feed to the inside. Milojevic. Full momentum. Now coming this way with Liman. And they did get it right, so it's going to be Crvena ball. And offensive foul is going to be called there on Crvena Zvezda. Vasic had those couple big plays before exiting the game. He'll get it to Zigon. Zigon over to Milojevic. He's going to be fouled there on the 2. No. He's claiming he got undercut there on the jump shot. Back to Vukicevic they go. Over to the left side, Dordevic. Open shot, no good. Did it hit rim was the question. They did reset things. There you can see Zigon getting up, showing the hang time. We saw him in the shooting contest. Maybe it's time to get him in a dunk contest. Not sure he would agree to it. Popovic to Milojevic. He'll jab step it. Takes the 2 in rhythm. A huge shot from Stefan. It's now 14-9. Dordevic is going to be fouled. Tried to get the shot up there, but no good. Will be called on the floor. Getting close to that bonus territory. It's going to be Liman getting the ball back. Lots of bodies all coming together, and that's the outcome of it. Milojevic off the screen again, goes back to back. Big time 2s in quick succession from Milojevic. They extend the lead. It's now 16-9. There's going to be a foul and 1. Undercut him on the way up. Crvena with the ultimate way to respond here. It's a sensational finish there by Milos on the inside. This is the earlier 3 from Milojevic. Free throw's no good. Popovic is there for the cleanup. Zigon tries to get the feed on the inside. Vasic will turn. No good there. This is outdoes the physicality we saw in our very first game of the day. As there's a 2 from Milos. Good rebound coming through. It's going to be a foul on the 2-point shot, though. Vukicevic able to draw the foul. 2 free throws going to be coming up. Timeout going to be called. A little dispute, some warnings getting thrown out because of the foul that you just saw there. Crvena obviously hyped up. This sums up the series. The grabbing of the jerseys, the physicality, that's been the MOs you might expect from both these teams. Both representing Serbia. Crvena Zvezda are 1-0. They took down DeQing in their opening game here at the Shanghai World Tour. This is Liman's first game that they're playing. And it's looking very good for them so far as the free throws missed there by Vukicevic. Sheriff just checking some things over by the operations table. And it seems that everything is all cleared up and good to go. I see both these teams above the 6 fouls. Vukicevic with 4 points in this game. Now make it 5. They bring it to within 5. Zigon gets it over to Milojevic. Vasic, they find him on the inside. Wow, good way to pass out of your shot. Looked like he wanted to go for the 2, but finds the entry in Vasic. Zigon able to knock that ball loose. Milojevic able to bring it back out. Back over to Zigon. The jab step, the step back, the 2 to cap it all off. Just a little bit too much. That's a good recovery there by Vukicevic here for Crvena Zvezda. Dordevic, he'll take a 2 and he'll nail it. Right over top of the outstretched hand. That'll spring some life for the red team. Milojevic to silence it. Hard off the back of the rim. Ball's reset. They get it inside easy for Kovacevic there on the 1-point layup. 17-14. Crvena continue to fight, going all the way down the stretch. Fakes the pass on the inside, kicks it back out. Vasic will take it 2. Vasic can't get it to drop. Kovacevic thought about taking matters into his own hand, loses his footing. Dordevic for 2. That'll open things up. 17-16. Liman hit a little bit of a stalemate offensively. Who can break it open? Milojevic, good find there on the inside. Easy layup for Vasic, back to a 2-point game. Vukicevic will take a 2 with the hand right in his face. And that's an easy rebound for Vasic. Zigon tries to body, loses his dribble. Milojevic back to Zigon. He wants a reset. 3 seconds remaining, puts up the 2 and drills it. A massive shot there from Zigon. A sensational 2. He got the ball with only 3 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Had to just get something up, and that's the end result. Game obviously still not over. You can see the scoring split between both sides. The top-ranked Milojevic with 6. Zigon with 6. Vasic with 5, and Popovic with 3. And Bounce scoring on the other side, too, for Crvena Zvezda. Anytime an undefeated team loses, it makes the group that much more interesting. Liman ball with the game on the line. Who better to go to the Milojevic? A big time 2 to seal it. As Liman will start off their group stage 1-0. The Battle of Serbia is won by Liman. And that puts Crvena Zvezda down to 1-1. We'll have to see what the later result is going to be against DeQing and Liman. 22-17, add a little some extra to it. Well, that was a sensational game to close out before we end up jumping over to our first break. It's going to be a lengthy one, about an hour, to let everybody just rest, reset, and get ready for the rest of the games that we have going through. But what a battle this was between two Serbian sides, Liman, as well as Crvena Zvezda as well, able to get the job done. And we mentioned that when you're a team that is undefeated going into this game and you lose, the group then gets busted wide open unless DeQing can force some magic to go their side in that final game that they will play against Liman. That'll be going up later as well. But after we do come back from the break, we are going to have Shanghai taking on the Basket Bonds. That should be a good one. Antwerp will cap everything off against Ulaanbaatar. The Skyliners will take on Hangzhou. And then to close out the evening, it'll be Liman, the team that you just saw, versus DeQing with a potential group deciding game to see how that will go. We will have everything updated for you by the time the show ends to see which team is going to end up playing tomorrow as well. But no matter what, who makes it through to the next stage, it's going to be some great games all the way around. And that man, Vasic, you just saw there, brought the intensity momentum, hit a big-time three, got a huge steal, and then ended up going to the bench and got some well-deserved rest. But when the game is on the line, there's one man that you want with the ball. That is Milivojevic. There's a reason why he's one of the top-ranked players in the entire world. He can make a highlight reel of just almost all of his own. Thought about the shot there, dishes it on the inside. Defensively, he was there. This one, I mean, it's not what you can really do. Darvevic, just got to tip your cap to him at that point. But a physical matchup through and through, as you might expect, with two teams representing the same country squaring off here live in Shanghai for the FIBA 3x3 World Tour. And Zigon, he was in the shooting competition earlier. And he still remains, I guess, has a hot hand here in this one. He was the closeout man. But as we said, Milivojevic, he put the final touches on that one to extend it to 22 points. Only needed 21, but decided to just go a little bit above and beyond as well. So that is how everything will come to a close here for the first part of the show. We are going to be taking a break, but here you can see where the pools currently stand. Liman with 1-0. As we mentioned, Crvena Zvezda, they are currently sitting at 1-1. The Skyliners up top, and then, of course, you do see at the bottom there are some of the teams being at 0-2. The group is already decided. More just trying to play for the seeding to see where everyone goes. So a lot of eyes going to be over towards Pool A as well as Pool B as we wind down everything here. Day one of FIBA 3x3 World Tour Shanghai 2026. We will be back after a break. You can see it there at the bottom. World Tour Shanghai will return for our session number 2 at 18:30 local time. That is UTC +8. Again, 18:30. We'll see you when we do return after this short break. Don't go anywhere.